Alright, hello ladies and gents. I know it's been a little while. It's been a few good old days since I streamed. Since I streamed anything, to be honest. I think it's 5 days since I've done the first part of the Leon, or 4 or 5 days since I did the first part of the Leon rebuild, and then about 5 or 6 days since I'd done one of these career mode videos. But I'm still getting over the tragic loss of our striker being out for another fucking 7 months, to be honest with you. And it's kind of making me not want to do this save again. I'm kind of back in that frame of mind where I just don't want to play this because we don't have the main man for the rest of the season. We'll get him back towards the end, but if we reach the Champions League final, that's the only way we'll get to use him again. Season 10 will come around, and I don't honestly know if he'll be able to make the grade. Because Carpenter at that point will probably improve, and Blanchard probably will improve as well, and then Rodriguez might not even start at that point. So I'm not really. I've been streaming over the past couple of days. Also, I was busy at the weekend, so that's the main reason. But also, it's just bad luck. It's just pure unfortunate timing for the number 9 to be gone again. I can't believe it, really. But really want to restart the Man United match. Um, so the injury didn't go through, and there was a part of me that probably would have done had we not won said match anyway. But it fucking it's like the main part of our rebuild, part of our career mode. This whole thing has been pushed to the wayside. I know we've got the quality to get to the end with the rest of the squad. Probably this season, we could probably get to the Champions League final, possibly win it. It's more. This is a day one player, and he won't be able to be a part of the most important season in this series in the club's history. And it's kind of just irritating, to be honest, because he's only just come back as well, and he's redone his ACL. The thing is, we do have plenty of quality. We've got bland. If you look at the stats, there's no shortage of quality. I mean, there is a bit there because the stats have glitched out. But if we go out and go back in again, there's no shortage of quality because we've got Carpenter with 8 and 8. He hasn't been slowing down at all. Whatever he couldn't do last season, he's made up for this season so far. Blanchard as well. Again, he's more of a burst scorer than a consistent scorer, but he's got 8 and 7 so far. Serrano from midfield continues to impress as well. It was a bit mid last episode, but the Manchester United game more than made up for that. Rodriguez coming back, getting 9 contributions in just 6 appearances, and he was firing on all cylinders in the Champions League, which is where we start our episode today. It's going to be so upsetting that we can't use him. We've also got Carlson with 9 contributions, 4 goals, 5 assists. Duncan Wilson doing well as well. We've got Taha Ali, but there's one player that's not on that list I've noticed there, and I'm confused as to why he's not on that list because I don't. Where is he? And I'll see him in a moment. Ethan Roberts. Oh, he has got 2 assists. Have I played Taha Ali more than Ethan Roberts? I swear that's not the case. Oh, it is the case apparently. But yeah, we need to get Roberts more involved again. I just It's just difficult to want to continue with a save when the main person involved in it is injured again. I'm pretty sure Carlson hit his potential, but I could be incorrect. I'm just gonna have a little quick check on his development plan because we need him to be back to his best again. I mean, he's not really dropped in terms of form, but we need him to continue the work he's been doing. He has his potential of 80, but he'll be 81 soon enough. But there's the odds now, and I've not scouted anybody because I'm doing the whole "where are they now" thing. But the odds are is that we'll maybe have to drop into the market to get another striker just for depth reasons. And obviously, you can see some of these former players coming through with their ratings. We'll do a proper "where are they now" at the end just before the Champions League final. But I'm more thinking, out of the strikers here, we need to bring somebody in, and I'm wondering if Favre will get his move after all. He has just moved to Mainz. We've got João da Silva, who I think is going to be quite expensive. Jean-Paul Keita, a bit more experience. Verigniak is not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I've accepted that at this point. Maybe we bring back one of the old guard, but they're not that good, to be honest with you. Ramon Murillo, Jay Marango, never really came to the potential they initially had. It never came to fruition. So we need to think of a striker potentially to get in the January window. We are sitting on 1 million, which is a problem for getting a striker in. But there is going to be the sales of Musunguli Shabalala, and there's a sale of somebody else. And I want to say Higgins, but I do not remember. So I'm going to VAR it real quick. By date, most recent, Blomqvist, Higgins, and yeah, Shabalala. So we'll get a good chunk of money. So it's about who do we want to bring in when that comes around, or even if we want to bring anyone in. Maybe we're okay with the three we've got. But I think we need to bring somebody else in. So we'll probably do that at some point. But anyway, take a look at the calendar for today's lineup. We've got Sporting away from home to kick off in the Champions League. We then face Bournemouth at Victoria Park. We take on Newcastle, which I believe is Carabao Cup, but I will VAR that before we go any further, of course. We then play Arsenal at the Emirates, which is going to be the toughest game of the day by far, I think. And then we come back to get on with Sporting again. 2 Sporting games today in the Champions League. A cup game against Newcastle and 2 league games against Bournemouth and Arsenal, respectively. A little update on where we are in the Champions League group. We won 2 out of 2, and we're already halfway there. Every other team seems to be drawing with each other. A win over Sporting would pretty much make it that we're through. Like, without being too confident, without being too, big about it. We've probably got 1 foot into the knockouts. In terms of the Carabao Cup, I think it is Newcastle facing the Carabao Cup, the 4th round, around the 16. Who did we overcome to get here? It was Everton we beat at Goodison Park 4-1. And the draws won't get any easier, and they'll continue to get more difficult. We get Newcastle this time. It's Chelsea, Aston Villa, Arsenal, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, Norwich, Hartlepool, Newcastle, Brentford, Preston, Spurs, Peterborough, Millwall, Bournemouth, Manchester United versus Leeds United in an M62 derby, which is interesting. Cool little draw there. And then in the Premier League, this is how the table is looking out of the first 8 games. We have been rampant in the Premier League. Just that 1 draw over Fulham, but we've been beating everybody else, as we should be with a squad like this. Manchester City still on our tails, 2 points behind us, also undefeated this season so far. Spurs and Nottingham Forest complete the top 4. Liverpool in that Europa League spot. Arsenal getting conference as it stands. Obviously, we're only 8 games in, so it's still a long way to go. And the relegation zone, Chelsea down there, which is a madness. But the relegation zone at the moment, Crystal Palace, Norwich, and Southampton. So a little update on what we got there. And I think I showed you last episode, or I didn't. I'm going to show you last episode. A perfect episode, ladies and gentlemen. I don't remember when it last happened. And I'm working through the episodes on the Where Are They Now. I've only got to the end of season 2, but I'm working through on the Where Are They Now episode. So I'll try and find perfect episodes, and I'll let you know when the last one was, if I find out. But a perfect episode, last episode. We kicked off with a 4-1 win over Everton in the Cup. We beat Norwich 3-2. It should have been more concrete than that, but we just couldn't defend. 4-2 win over Basel in the Champions League. Again, couldn't defend again. A 3-1 win over Wolves in the league as well. I don't know how we done that, to be honest. They deserved it over us. And then Manchester United, a same situation where they probably deserved it a bit more than we did as well. We've had some good goalkeeping by Nielsen and Hurtado over the past few games. It's been hard to pick them, but I think we're going to go with Hurtado for the Premier League and Nielsen for the Cups. So today it will be Nielsen that steps into the sticks. But I'm happy with both of them so far. There's not been, we have conceded goals, because we always will, but we've not conceded an extortionate amount like we do most seasons yet. That could change. That could very much change, but we haven't yet. Take a look at the news then before we go into the pre-match press conference to kick off today's episode. Serrano next brace. It's Hartlepool grab win over Manchester United. Serrano got his name on the score sheet for Hartlepool United in their 4-2 win against Manchester United. He was a godsend to that game, especially after the Rodriguez injury. He stepped up and put a team on his back, and I think he got 2 goals and an assist as well involved in that win. And of course, the Rodriguez injury worries fans. Hartlepool fans will have plenty to be worried about after yesterday's match against Manchester United. Rodriguez has picked up an anterior cruciate ligament injury, leaving him unavailable for the near future. Well, for the far future, till probably near the end of the season. And even then, I don't know how we're going to get him back in time. It's going to be difficult, but Blanchard rises to the occasion. It's been a great spell for Achille Blanchard, who has lived up to his reputation recently with a series of eye-catching performances. If he can stay in this kind of form, Hartlepool United will continue to be worth watching. This week's top 11 has 2 Hartlepool players in it. Juan Carlos Serrano for Hartlepool alongside Achille Blanchard, and it's going to showcase Phil Foden there, which is interesting to pick from those players. As you can see here, a lot going on. Rodriguez has missed 7 months. As we know, Rodriguez has confirmed he won't be available for Hartlepool for around 7 months as he recovers from his recent ACL injury. Duncan Wilson, though, however, is very happy to be involved in this club. Hartlepool United have a happy player on their hands. Duncan Wilson, the left winger, is very satisfied with how much playing time he's getting. He says he can't even imagine wanting to play anywhere else. Yes, it's true that I'm enjoying my football at Hartlepool United and have a good relationship with Shabalala. He seems to recognise my value to his team, and I'll do my best to try to repay that trust with good performances to help us move forward. He beamed. Yeah, he's been phenomenal to start this season. Arsenal beat Club Brugge, and we've got to beat Sporting to keep Champions League dream alive. I don't think it's quite that dramatic. We are in a comfy position, so even if we lose today, we'll still stay top of the group. I would like to win, obviously. It's win or bust for Hartlepool against Sporting today. Anything other than victory will see them fail to get through the Champions League knockout stages. I mean, we're in a good spot, like I said. I don't think there's any worry. And I believe that's all the news to update you on. So we'll go into Spirit's press conference, and then we'll select the team to take to Portugal for this game. I don't know how FIFA reads the table, but we're not one defeat off of being knocked out. We're probably one win off of going through if we're being accurate. How do we cope with Rodriguez? We'll have to adapt. I don't want to have to cope without Rodriguez. Obviously, one of our best players, one of my favourite players. I've not even hidden it. One of our favourite players the whole way through from day one. It's just the timing of these injuries. Last season, when we were pushing for Champions League, which we eventually got, we could have gone for the title had we had him, but obviously with the injury, we couldn't just get that next gear going. I'm scared that the same thing might occur this season without a Rodriguez to rely on. It's a bit bittersweet because just a couple of episodes ago, we were celebrating his return. We were watching those goals fly in past. It wasn't Basel; it was the team we faced first, Leipzig. It feels bittersweet at this point because he came on and just changed the game, and now we've got to change our game again because he's gone again. It's awful, but it is gonna have to be worked with here. And again, we've still got strikers on the transfer hub. I will go and have a look at maybe a couple of other potential strikers. There was a couple I had in mind. The main one obviously would be Favre, who we could bring across, and I don't think he'd want to be at Mainz anyway. I know he's just moved from Liverpool. These are all the problem with this now is all these players from from seasons gone by, and they're all in the way of us potentially needing a striker. I'm thinking João da Silva, but his work rates don't really lend to striker, if that makes sense. I mean, he's an alright striker, but his work rates, it doesn't seem like he'll put enough effort in, which we need a lot of effort. I'm wondering if Jean-Paul Keita could be the more experienced option, or even Valentin Favre, who would grow into that role. But we don't need someone who grows into it. We need somebody who's there now. And I'm wondering, could there be a sensational return for a man that I know very well, and a man that I know could be involved in this squad? Of course, he was a Season 2 player. I know that because I've just been doing the Season 2 Where Are They Now part off screen. Do we bring an old favourite back? We maybe don't need somebody like ridiculous, but we need somebody who we know where the net is. And maybe just somebody who's familiar with how Hartlepool works. So these are the five. Obviously, Vrishniak we could go for if we can get it over the line. I don't want to just poach off of Real Madrid though and sign the broken Lewandowski regen, as it seems to be. But Keita, Da Silva, Favre, and Sarr are all involved. And I would like to bring back Sarr just because, but I think we need somebody. We need to see how it's going to pan out till January. I think what we need to do is evaluate this team until January. And if we feel like we need more firepower, get someone in. And if we don't feel like we need more firepower, we're fine, kind of thing. I think we'll probably be okay with the three strikers we've got. But again, there could be a chance of another injury. So it's all about just trying to manage that. And we're going to have to go back to the main menu. And put Rodriguez in the reserves on both teams, unfortunately. On both team sheets, which means we'll throw... I guess we'll throw Nielsen in for now. We'll figure it out. Obviously, he won't be a striker. We're just switching stuff about, making sure Rodriguez is at both teams. Right. And also, I'm gonna make because I'll forget knowing me. I'll actually make sure we've got a striker here because I'll forget and I'll start the game with Nielsen up front and forget that I put him up front. I've got a bloody memory of a goldfish. So we'll go into this game against Sporting then. We're going to switch to the second team sheet and we're going to see what we want to throw on here. So Nielsen's obviously in between the sticks. I want to go with Dickinson because he's been doing really well. But did he play the last game? He might be tired. Also, where is he? He's there. I've just put him in. Can I plug my brain in? Right, Martin. Hmm. I'm going to go with De Oliveira again. Obviously, a Champions League experience. Moffat's fine. Serrano, not there. In fact, Serrano. Do we give him a break and put on Maresca? I think we do. Why is he up now -10? I know he's never been happy with his role, but -10. He does a good job most of the time. I mean, obviously he's been overshadowed by Peters this season, but he does a good job most of the time. I want to use either Young or Ali, and I don't. In fact, I want to use Roberts because I don't use Roberts a lot this season. It's difficult. Who do we put in here? I guess Miranda gets a rest. Dickinson gets the faith, and we'll put both the wingers on the bench. And for today, the captaincy goes to Douglas Moffat. But for the rest of the season, it looks like it'll be this man again, the returning hero, Aidan Sutherland, come back to captain the side. That's the side we're going to go with for this game against Sporting, I think. There's nothing else I want to change, I don't believe. I would like to use Lindgren a bit more, but I won't be using him today. We'll probably use him for the game against either Bournemouth or Newcastle, one of them, or maybe even both. We'll see. But this is a team we're going to go with against Sporting. We've got Nielsen in between the sticks, Moffat and Dickinson as the fullbacks, with Moffat captain in the side, of course. We've got no Rodriguez and Sutherland won't be starting if Moffat's starting. Chavez and De Oliveira, the defenders today. Diop CDM slash centre mid. Maresca going to be a bit further forward, centre mid slash cam. Wilson off the left, Roberts off the right, and up front we'll go with a Carlson Carpenter duo. I was originally going to go for a Blanchard in fact, I'm actually going to go for a Blanchard Carlson duo. I was first of all thinking it, and I've decided I'm going to do that because I think Carpenter's a bit more of our hitman in the Premier League, and I want to keep him as ready as we can for Bournemouth. And then we'll go Blanchard and Carlson for the Champions League, perhaps. I feel like that could work better. So Blanchard and Carlson up top, but the rest of the team remains as it was when I just announced it a couple of minutes ago. Pedro Porro still at Sporting in this save. Obviously, in real life now he's at Spurs. We'll put all the games on, but of course, in particular, we'll be looking at Basel, Leipzig. If both teams drop points there, we're probably into the next round because Sporting will be on 2. Both Leipzig and I just read the other team, Basel will be on 2 as well, and we'll be on 9. But obviously, if we lose here, it could open up the group entirely. So the stakes are high. We've got no Rodriguez again. We're just going to have to adapt. We adapted last season. Couldn't quite get all the goals we wanted last season achieved. But we did what... Well, I guess we did what we wanted to do, but we could have gone a bit further. And it's going to have to be figured out this season. We're going to have to find a way around it. Whether it is bringing in a new striker, or whether it's just trying to find something where we can hit that next level, I don't know. But anyway, we'll get to this first game. I'm waffling now. It's Sporting versus Hartlepool. Let's get into it. And the reason I'm not calling it the Waldstadion is because I know it's not called the Waldstadion. I don't know if it's the Estadio de Portugal or is that Porto. We're at a Sporting CP here. The Jose Alvalade Stadium. That's where we're at. If there's issues with the stream as well, or the weather is absolutely horrid. I saw Werner then and I wondered why Timo Werner was in net, but I realised it's a regen. I must admit it took me a second. Also, my batteries are on life support. I need to get some more. I've not been outside for a couple of days because it's absolutely awful weather. I went out on the weekend. It was cold, but not wet. But yesterday and today, it's been absolutely horrid. And I'm not venturing out to that until either the temperature rises a bit or the fucking wintry weather stops. So I might have to deal with dodgy batteries up until that point. Regardless, we're kicking off today at Sporting, and we'll see what we can do. 21 minutes in already, and I've only just kicked off the first game. Fucking hell. I do waffle a lot, so if I ever waffle and you think, shut up, just tell me to shut up. How's that not a foul, by the way? We closed down by Chavez, but how's that not a foul on De Oliveira? He went through the back of me like a truck. We have managed to sort it out, but that I feel like that was a foul. Maybe I'm in a solo boat there. Also, we still yet to lose a game this season, which is madness. We're in October, by the way. That's just how good this team is. And some of the time it's been rotated teams, so that just shows what we're doing is working. I can't fucking speak sometimes. 1-1 between Rennes and Dortmund inside 5 minutes. 4 minutes even. I do need that return run from Roberts. It came a little too late. Dickinson will cover that up. He is quite good, Mr. George Dickinson. The Kyle Walker regen, so you'd expect quality. Now, if you don't believe me on the Kyle Walker regen part, I did line up the birthdays. So I'm pretty sure. Unless somebody else has the same birthday and is an English right back who's a fucking brilliant right back. Then I don't know, but Diop tried to find it. I think he was turning around to try and find a ball through to one of his strikers. Unsuccessful. It's going to be a lot more difficult this season, and I am aware that we're going to lose a game. It might even be today. But a good save from Nielsen prevents it from being just yet. We might still lose our first game today. We've got some tricky ties. We've obviously got both the games against Sporting. That was going wide anyway, actually, from Kjærgaard, but Nielsen taking no chances. We've got a game against Arsenal away at the Emirates, which probably would be the favourite for us to lose. And then we've got Newcastle in the Carabao. I'm not particularly fussed about the Carabao, but obviously we'll try and go for it. Quadruple could happen. Obviously it's not a big deal. The main goal is a treble, but if we get a Carabao Cup in there as well, or if we don't win one of the other ones, it's still a treble technically. It's just not as much of a treble, I guess. So we've got 2 Sporting games. We've got an Arsenal game. We've got a Newcastle game. And you think, oh, Bournemouth, that'll probably be the one we win with no problem. Bournemouth have caused us issues before. They've beaten us before. They'll probably beat us again. Wilson. And this is before. This is even in Premier League. Before we were in the Championship. And I don't think we were in the Championship with them. I think they ruled everybody this season beforehand, unless I'm incorrect. No, we did play them in the Championship, because I remember Castellanos absolutely just piling me in every time. That was meant to be passed straight on to Maresca. I should have maybe just run through with Carlson, but it was meant to go straight on to Maresca and it didn't. Ball control's not been great from me so far. This is going to be Maresca's. Now Roberts. Back to Maresca again. Just try to find a route through here. Not easy. Diop gets caught a little bit. Maresca, just fire 1 minute. I'm bored of waiting. Decent effort. Werner saves. I think we just needed that. I think we just need to get effort off just for confidence, really, because it was annoying trap. I don't like playing for these defences. I'm not good at it either. Moffat wins the header. Wilson gets the start because he's had such a good season, but we do have Young on the bench, and he will be coming on at some point. I can guarantee you that. Brilliant tackle from Chavez. And we'll just go back to Nielsen once again. I'm going to try and spread this out to the right, except it's now locked onto my centre-back rather than my full-back. We'll just manoeuvre that on there. But yeah, it's going to be a difficult season without Rodriguez again, and we're going to have to address that in January. I think we should get another striker, but what was that other striker when Rodriguez comes back? Because he will be back before the end of the season. It's just a matter of what, like, it's... I would bring back. I would like personally to bring back Sar, or maybe just bring in a lower rated option rather than. I don't know what Nielsen's doing. Okay. I'd rather bring back a lower rated option just in case we. Well, when Rodriguez comes back, he's not completely frozen out of the team. Diop's gone for a tackle there. It's not a good one, but Nielsen equal to the save from Navarro's shot. We haven't really found anything either way yet. Sporting have had more opportunities, but this has been kind of a midfield battle. There's not really been any out-and-out, you know, points where the game could have gone either way yet. Carlson does have room to strike one. It's blocked by Fisher. I'm going to be honest with you, and I should know by now because I've had this team for goodness knows how long, but I always forget what foot Carlson is. He is left-footed. I thought he was, but just double-checking. At the moment, with these batteries, I've got one set that works really well and lasts for ages, and I've got the other set that lasts for maybe about 2 hours maximum. And at the moment, I've got the ones that probably last for about 2 hours maximum, but maybe they'll last longer. Maybe they'll see out the episode. Obviously, the other ones are charged if I need to switch them, but I need to go buy batteries. It's too cold to go outside. So you can see my issue. Even in the car, it's freezing, and my parents are borrowing my car today because theirs isn't starting because it's so cold. Carlson. Oh, you've got to be fucking joking. What a goal that would have been to open proceedings here. It's come off the angle of post and bar. Jesper Carlson close to giving us a lead here in Portugal. Blanchard now into Maresca. Wilson's got a bit of room. Is what I would say if I knew where the fuck he was. Why is he there? Oh, fuck it. Good effort again. Saved by Vernon. Why was Wilson completely out of position? Mind boggles sometimes, I tell you. And for some reason, it's put other players back on the corner kicks when Blanchard is the one that should be taking them. I have to change that in the main menu as well. We know Blanchard powers them in well. It hasn't really worked for a long time, this strategy, but we're still sticking with it because it might work again at some point. De Oliveira trying to knock it down. It's not going to be knocked down well at all. In fact, it could lead to a counter. Dickinson gets the initial header, but Sporting could still counter here. Moffat. Work rate. Oh, it's lost out by Maresca there. Moffat wins it back again, but only temporarily. And then Moffat out of position. De Oliveira is going to cover. Ball inside is covered once again by Douglas Moffat. And honestly, if he couldn't have got Sutherland back, then Moffat would have started the whole way through. I don't care about his rating. His work rate's mad. He's so good. He should be more than 84 rated, and I wish his potential was more than that because he's so good. But it's just. We've got the returning Sutherland. That always had to be the story. If we could get him back, we were going to get him back. And we did last season. And he's been electric. Both left-backs have been absolutely phenomenal. It's hard to pick, but I'm trying to give Moffat enough game time so he won't get upset. But Sutherland enough game time so you know he's a starter. But I think I'm making a good balance of it so far. Nothing yet to separate these two teams. It was always going to be a bit more difficult trying to find a goal without the main man. The main number 9, but they've come close. Jesper Carlson hitting the crossbar in the first half. Sporting had a few good chances as well. It could really go either way at this moment as it stands. Sevilla leading Galatasaray 2-1. Stade Rennes 1-0 with Borussia Dortmund. Bayern Munich 1-0 up on Rangers. 1-0 to Leverkusen over Lech Poznan, and then 1-0 to Leipzig over Basel. So Leipzig still are currently winning. They'll be on 4 points if that match stays as it is. Also, keep an eye on Sevilla, because if they don't make it through, we might make a play for João da Silva, who is their striker. And I feel like he would want to move back into the Champions League if Sevilla don't make it through. If Sevilla do make it through, that avenue's probably going to have to be forgotten about, and we'll have to go a different way about it. But just remember, I need to remind myself and remind you guys as well. Just keep an eye on Sevilla in case they don't make it through. 68-32 in terms of possession, 5 shots to 2 in favour of ourselves, with 0.7 expected goals to 0.6. There's not really been an outright good attack from either team except for that Carlson crossbar hit. Beyond that, it's been a bit of a dead game, truth be told. I'm wondering if we'll need to make some changes to inject some life into it. Nothing's done anything outright wrong. It's been good midfield battle. Both of the defences have been solid as well. The keeper, both the keepers have been on job. So it's It's not about anyone playing bad, it's just everyone's playing good. That's the issue. Blanchard, Wilson, we need a bit more from him, I think, this second half. Before we bring him off for Young, because we are going to bring on... Blanchard doesn't get the speed ahead there. Wondering why, because he's quite fast. I never thought, obviously, of Blanchard as a pacey striker. To be honest, I don't really think of any of our strikers as absolutely pacey. I know Carpenter's probably the fastest out of the four. Or maybe Rodriguez, actually, obviously, when he's not got a torn ACL. But the ones that are they're fit now, probably Carpenter is the fastest. And maybe he needs bringing on. Although it's not really done... I mean, not really done anything wrong. It's just a struggle to get through, man. Bournemouth next. They're always a... fun game, we shall say. Moffat getting the foot in. That might open up proceedings here for Carlson. He's got the run from Roberts, but just needs to dink the goalkeeper. Oh my God. See, a moment of genius is all you need. It's the first goal of the season for Ethan Roberts, but that has got to be credit to Moffat, man. Winning that ball every single time. Moffat has been on job today. Moffat has been electric at left back. He's just been winning every single tackle he's been involved in. And Roberts, that is foul. That is just disgusting, and I love it. If you're going to open your account for this season, that's how you do it. Ethan Roberts gives us the lead in Portugal. It's not been a convincing performance, obviously, for many of us, because the defences have been so good on either side. The attack has been kind of neutralised. But that is an opener that deserves to be scored. It deserves to be an opener. It deserves to be a winner. And Carlson has pressed now. And this could be the opening for number 2. Just over the top by Carlson. Just a bit heavy from the Swede. But that could have been number 2 in an instant. And I think if we got that there, that probably would have been game, set and match. Sporting haven't really provided enough yet to test us properly. They've had a couple of half chances, but nothing serious. And then if we put that away with Carlson, that's got to be a game, in my opinion. Chavez winning the header. Diop, I don't understand what's going on with him. He's been largely invisible in a lot of the games. And he just seems to be losing the ball more than he's retaining it. Although he has won that back there, so I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit where credit is due, but it just feels like since Peters' arrival, he's been pushed to the side a bit. I don't want him to be pushed to the side for how much he's done for this club, but Peters is just so bloody good. Maresca forces a save out of Werner. Very soon we'll bring on either Young or Ali or both. But I think we're going to keep Roberts on. He's the one who's changed the game with his finish. Granted, it was a lot of work from the team to set that up, but Roberts still had a lot to do. And he did it with brilliance. But ultimately, it's a team goal there. Moffat winning the ball back. Playing it off to Blanchard, who saw Carlson, who saw the run from Roberts and picked him out. I'm just curious. Was curious if that Maresca shot would have a chance, and it had half a chance, but not really anything serious, I don't think. Dickinson, but really fancy crossing it here. Can help it. Maresca drops to the edge. Now Diop, and now Wilson. Oh, you've got to be win that. Oh, Blanchard, please. Oh, for crying out loud, we've hit the woodwork twice. That was such the technique on that shot from Wilson is not what I was trying to do. I was trying to shoot it with his weak foot, but that looked like it was going in 100%. It looked so good off the edge of the area. He's hit with the foot I didn't expect. He managed to switch his position, and that was in. That's past the keeper, but the crossbar once again saving Sporting. I want to make some changes myself, so not resuming just yet. Wilson, unlucky, mate. He's going to come off for Young now, just purely for fitness reasons. And we're also going to bring off Blanchard for Carpenter, as well as, we'll give Diop and Maresca a full 90. They don't get a lot of full 90s anymore. Peters and Serrano might come in for the Bournemouth game. I don't know yet, because we've got Newcastle, then we've got Arsenal as well. If we can get the win today, I'm not saying we've done it yet, we're only a goal up, but if we can get the win today, it'll be easier to chill a bit more in the Champions League and focus more on the other competitions at the moment. Roberts towards Malik Diop. He's headed it down. He's headed it in! Malik Diop! A lot of the times this season we've been questioning, is he still the man? And I'm still questioning if he's still the man for the job. But he'll always get his unlikely goal. And it's the fucking one of the worst headers I have seen in my life. But that's probably what's made it so good. The bounce. The unpredictability that he was going to actually get it. He's not hit that with full, you know, power, as you can see. But that bounce has sent everyone on the Portuguese side. And Malik Diop, a bit lucky there, but by no means am I going to be complaining. Because that should see us over the line. And Maresca now working for it. We've got Roberts coming down the line. We've got somebody asking for it in the middle, Carpenter. He's not going to win the header though, unfortunately. Even if he is on his own, he usually won't win the header because he's like 5'6". Maresca work again. And now Carlson. Now Carpenter. Can he find the room? He drills one at net, but Werner saves. Roberts unable to find the rebound. But I think that second goal, I don't know how intentional it was from Malik Diop, who's just trying to prove that he still belongs in a Hartlepool shirt, which he does. He always will. And he'll finish the season with us, definitely. He'll finish the save with us. I'm not selling him, by any means. The battle between him and Peters. Sorry, I was talking to somebody. Battle between him and Peters is going to be an interesting one. Carpenter nods it on to Young. I think Pedro Porro gets a leg in the way. That was smart by Carpenter. It's deflected for a corner. Roberts. Headed straight down to De Oliveira, and Diop. I just needed it to be anybody but Diop there. Anybody but Diop. I do like Diop, and he scored a header, but in terms of shooting there, if we have an actual person who could finish anything with ability, like if we had even a striker, maybe even a winger there, perhaps even Maresca, it's probably 3-0, and I'm thinking we've got the job done anyway. We'll call the free kick just for a bit of time wasting. Yellow card for Abdul Fatawu Isahaku. I'm pretty sure he goes quite well in career mode. That's probably why he's at this level, but he has gone through the back of Chavez there quite horribly, to be honest with you. It's definitely yellow, but it's nothing more than that. We might as well run down the clock a bit more. I'd like to push for a third, just to remove all doubt, but it's been hard to get through them to begin with, so I might just try and hold on to the the clean sheet at the moment, but hold on to the result. Obviously the clean sheet's not a be all and end all, but hold on to the result would be good. I've lost from these situations before being 2-0 up at this point, so wouldn't be surprised. Diop, Roberts, I don't know which way they're going to go, so I don't know which way to go myself. Dickinson. Back to Roberts. Off for more. Maresca. Patience was required there. And it will seal the deal today in Portugal. There's probably a couple of situations in that, or a couple of moments in that situation where I could have passed it to somebody and it would have been fine. Probably could have shot and scored. But sometimes I'll panic and I'll just need to figure it out myself. Carpenter as well. Getting involved in the play, but wasn't offside, so nothing wrong with it. Opened the legs there for Maresca to shoot through pretty much, and that will seal the deal. If there was anything Sporting had left in this one, the energy, they might still get a goal, but the energy to go for a comeback is probably gone. Vinagre trying something, it hasn't worked at all, and Roberts has been fouled there. Probably a book in here. Again, Roberts got caught quite badly. I'm hoping it's not an injury. Struggling to get out, but he does. Flavio Nazinho gets the yellow. Catches him on the way through. I know he's going for the ball, but just catches him incorrectly. And that's the problem there. You've got to be not doing that, really. Dickinson into De Oliveira. Again, it's probably just about game management now, just seeing this out. Game's already done. We've won 3-0. We could go for a fourth. But I feel like it's just about holding on here. We've got some talented players though, so fourth might not be out of the question. Moffat's done such a heavy touch there. He's had a great game today, but that's a poor touch from him. It's his first bad action of the game, I think, and we're 85 minutes in, so just shows you how dynamite he's been today. Diop, I've been critical of him, and the chat's been critical of him as well. But today he's done a job. I think this is onside as well. Nielsen closes the angle down. It's a great ball through. I thought it was off initially, but I saw our defenders actually quite far forward. 4 added minutes. They still have a chance to get a consolation. It's looking less and less likely as we're now rumbling forward. Carpenter turns his man. Going to try and get back into Carlson. It's closed down, but Carpenter gets a rebound and shanks it wide. I don't think he expected it to come back to him and just stabbed at it more than anything else. And that's the Carpenter last season coming through. If that shot's against the Premier League side, it's probably 4-0. Again, Carpenter's not had many game appearances in the Champions League. It's been, in game 1 we went Carlson Rodriguez, in game 2 we went Blanchard Rodriguez. I think it might be Carpenter's first appearance in the Champions League. But we do win in Portugal. Bit slow in the first half, but on the other side of things, they were well drilled defensively. But we opened it up with the initial goal, obviously, from Roberts, which was beautiful. The Diop header was very lucky. And the Maresca goal to seal the deal just required patience. So it's a bit of difference in all 3 goals. You got one that was absolutely skill, one that was luck, and one that was patience. But what it does mean is that we win 3-0 in Portugal at the Jose Alvalade Stadium in Lisbon, and it does pretty much put us through to the knockouts now. We were all over them for the majority of the match. It was more about, and it seems to be a case a lot with this Hartlepool team now, more about when we'll score rather than if we'll score, and how many we'll score as well. 66 to 34 in terms of possession, 17 shots to 3, 3.1 expected goals to 0.7, probably the right result. Not to mention the fact we hit the woodwork twice. There could have been more involved in that. I don't know if there's any highlights of the woodwork stuff, but we'll check those in a minute. Man of the match goes to Roberts. I was saying at the gate we need a bit more from him. I hadn't been playing him as much as Taha Ali, because Ali I felt like has been better. But Roberts, we do need to remember he is the main choice on that side. He is the first choice winger, and we need to give him more time to flourish. Moffat and Dickinson, fantastic today. And if it hadn't been for Roberts up front, I'd have given it to Moffat, definitely. Was all over the joint. Maybe made one mistake out of a whole game, and that was around the 85th minute. Yeah, goal, 2 assists, and a 9.5 for Ethan Roberts, an 8.2 for Douglas Moffat, an 8.1 for Dickinson as well. The defence held strong as well. Chavez was the better of the two, definitely. But both defenders held strong. Maresca with a goal and a 7.9. Diop with a goal and a 7.7. The other assist coming from Jesper Karlsson, who I believe assisted. He will have assisted the Roberts goal, won't he? Because Roberts assisted the other two. Let's use our brains here. Nielsen with a 7.6 and a clean sheet. Didn't need to do much, but was on job when he was called up for. 3 shots, 3 saves. None conceded. De Oliveira as well, solid. Wilson did alright. I mean, it wasn't really a bad performance. And by the time Carpenter and Young came on, the game was done. The game was won. So it didn't really matter too much. Man of the match for them, if you could pick one, was Pedro Porro, 7.6. Did manage to keep Wilson in check quite a bit, to be honest with you. But Young got past him quite easily as the game proceeded, and that might just be tiredness on Porro's part. Fran Navarro with a 7 rating, 1 shot on target. Tried once, obviously, to get a goal. Kiergaard with another shot, and then the third shot, I don't know who it came from. It might have come from Porro. I don't know who it... Well, we'll figure out as we scroll down and see through their actual team ratings. Moritz Kiergaard looks quite good at this point. They're using a 60 rated at centre-back. Either the centre-back issues there, or they just underestimated us. I don't really know. Mohamed Werner in goal as well, only 75 rated. I think they need to maybe invest in some players as well. Ruben Vinagre was over the other shot. But yeah, definitely some investment needed, because they've not got a lot of depth. On the subs bench, they've got 66 rated, 68 rated, and a 57 rated. Granted, they've got Estevez, who's 81, but Sporting, even if they don't get through the Champions League, even if they drop down to the Europa League, they're going to need more depth, in my opinion. Now, is there a record of either of those post hits? I don't think so, but Carson hit in the first half and Wilson hit in the second half. I genuinely thought Wilson's was destined to go in, but it just clicked off the bar down. It looked like it could go over the line anyway, but it didn't. But anyway, 3-0 victory to open proceedings in today's stream. Champions League is probably, well, the group's probably sorted. Sevilla winning 5-1. I don't think it's going to be a worry of them not qualifying, which is a worry because I was wanting to get João de Silva, to be honest. And I saw Leipzig won as well. But more importantly, we were victorious. We took a bit longer to get into our stride without Rodriguez. But we do have lads to cover. We've got the players, we've got the quality to do it. I'd like to have got something in the first half, but it's fine. We saw it through. We got the result we wanted in the end. And a clean sheet to open. I'm not complaining at all. Game I was felt in control of. Yeah, no, we deserved it today. Second half. I mean, we're all over the majority of the game. We've got quality everywhere. And I'll stress that. I'll absolutely stress that. Because we do have that. Diop scores first this season, probably only as well. And Blanchard's happy we picked him. It feels like it could be a big boost for his career. I mean, you are the highest rated player at the club alongside Roberts. You're probably at the peak of your career, truth be told. How old is he? He's only 23 as well, isn't he? He has got a long way to go. Maybe not in this series, but in alternate reality, he'll probably become one of the best strikers in the world. So let's advance then up to the next. And now we're at the halfway point of the Champions League groups. Let's just have a little gander at who looks like they're going to be going through the favourites of each group. Sevilla top in their group at the moment. Galatasaray second despite losing 5-1. Stade Rennes and Bordeaux, or sorry, Borussia Dortmund, third and fourth at the moment. Barcelona and Bayern are top two, but Rangers, Rangers putting in a run for it. They're not saying, fuck it, we're gonna leave you. We're gonna be there, is what they're saying. Red Bull, Salzburg, and Leverkusen top two of Group C. I'm surprised PSG ain't in there, but that could change. We're from what I've seen so far, we're the only team to win 3 out of 3. With Leipzig in second at the moment, Sporting and Basel there as well. We're almost through. A win in our next game, maybe even a point in our next game, would see us top the group as well. It's quite good at the moment. Sassuolo and Real Madrid in Group E are the top two. Chelsea and Milan in Group F are the top two. The only other team I've seen to win all 3 of their games so far, Arsenal, they are top of G, with Atletico Madrid in second, Vitoria and Club Brugge third and fourth, of course. And then we've got Roma and Spurs topping Group H just now. And Marseille and AGF not out of it yet. Still plenty of time. Still another 3 match days to go, as we know. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to save that because I don't want to lose that. We won 3-0. I don't want to lose that result. But, yeah, good start to the episode, I'll tell you that much. As we go into the news before we go up against Bournemouth, Diop scores first goal this season. As Diop scored for the first time this season to push Hartlepool United to a 3-0 win against Sporting. Trabzonspor lost 3-0 to Manchester City. I will check the other continental competitions in a moment. Besiktas lost to Wolves. Newcastle destroyed Altac. The teams you expect to win are winning this week, it seems. And we've got a message here from Seo Yun Young of Hartlepool. Obviously, we signed him from Toulouse, and he's been involved. A player who very few were expected to play a significant role at Hartlepool this season. Seo Yun Young has nonetheless proved to be a player Shabalala has called upon more often than many predicted. It's great to be playing in the team as often as I am. I hope I'm doing well, said Seo Yun Young when quizzed by reporters after the match. And he is doing a wonder of a job. He's not really, obviously set the world on fire because, A, Wilson's just been so damn good. That even if he has been doing well, it's been overshadowed. And I think he has got a few contributions. So I'm not going to complain there. And then I think we've read that about Wilson already. But the review here: Hartlepool have triumphed in their latest tie in this year's Champions League. In a tense match in which the favourites always looked stronger of the two teams, they pulled off a 3-0 victory over Sporting, having done so well to make it far in the competition, looked understandably distraught at the final whistle. They've still got time to turn it around, but with that depth, I don't see it, to be honest with you. Before we go into this game then against Bournemouth, we'll take a look at how Europa League and Conference League are looking halfway through. Because I'm kind of curious, I'm just nosy. I'm a nosy bastard, really. Wolves and Celtic, top of Group A. Jack Cochrane could be getting through there. Go on, Jack. Big up Jack Cochrane. I won't talk about Jack Cochrane even, because I just done the Season 2 part of the Where Are They Now. And he was signed in Season 2, of course. Hajduk Split and LASK, top of Group B. Braga and Malmo, top of Group C. Has anyone won 3 out of 3 yet? No. Feyenoord and Villarreal, top of Group D. Group E, Manchester United and Bodo Glimt look like they're going to be going through. Lazio and Heerenveen in Group F. Werder Bremen in the Europa League is interesting. I didn't expect to see them in the Europa League, especially the way they are now, but fair play. If they manage to do a little rebuild in the background, I won't be opposed to it. Athletic Bilbao, the only team to win 3 out of 3 so far in these groups. Familisao in second, just now on goal difference. And Newcastle in first. Altac and Monaco both on 4 points as well. So it's still open in that group as well. And then in the Conference League, I'm presuming City will be top of their group. I think they're in the conference, if I remember correctly. But Benfica and Valerenga were top 2 in Group A. Group B is FCSB with Ajax and Sturm Graz battling for second. Man City have won 3 out of 3, as you'd hope, in the Conference League. Midtjylland in second. Group D, Nice and Viborg. They're the top 2. Juventus and Young Boys. Juventus winning all 3 so far. Young Boys in second. Genk and Osasuna top 2 of their group, with Wolfsburg and Tirol top 2 of Group G, and then PSV and Zurich top 2 of Group H. There's still 3 more matches to go, so all this could change, but that's how it's looking at the halfway point. And in the Premier League, Bournemouth are 16th, which means we're going to struggle, aren't we? Manchester City. Sorry, I'm sorry. Manchester City have only conceded 2 all season, and we're in mid-October. I'm not being funny, but that's a bit fucking ridiculous. I don't usually do this because I don't really care, but that's madness. Who did they concede against? They conceded against Aston Villa. Drew 0-0 with Fulham. To be fair, we also drew a Fulham. Drew 1-1 with Newcastle. So they haven't conceded since the end of August, is what you're saying. Let's have a look at VAR. Beat Chelsea 1-0. Beat Norwich 1-0. Beat Wolves 3-0. Fucking hell, fair enough. And as we got to the top of October, beat Man United 1-0. They are Man City. Beat Bournemouth 3-0. Do you know what? Fair enough. Alisson's got to be a top clean sheet holder. And again, I don't usually check these halfway through. But you gotta wonder. Yeah, he's on 6 out of it. Fucking hell. Fair enough, mate. What? Surely he's got to be like on the verge of retirement as well. How's he still doing so good? 38. Still 88 rated. Fucking hell, his contract's expiring. I'd get that redone, City, honestly. But anyway, up next then, we've got Bournemouth in the Premier League. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully not bottle it completely. I kind of want to use Nielsen again, but we'll go with Hurtado. And if I do make mistakes, then I'll blame myself only. They've got quite a good team, as you can see here. It's going to be difficult to stop. So we're going to go... I'm going to go De Oliveira Bull. Sutherland Miranda is fine. Peter Serrano is fine. I think all this is fine, you know. We'll go with this. We'll just go with it. The strongest team. Gonna make sure the bench is what I want, though, before we move any further. Carlson, obviously. I want to use Lindgren, to be honest with you. You know what? Fuck it. Big leap of faith. Lindgren goes on the left. Why not? Other than it's a crazy idea. Besides that, why not? Could be fun. Just making sure there's nothing else I want to do with this team. I know Chavez was good last game, but if we're bringing on the centre back, we're bringing on Martin. He's not had a game yet. Didn't use him in the last one, so we'll use him in this one probably if we do want to change centre backs up. But this is a team we're going to roll with for the game against Bournemouth. Hurtado in between the sticks, Sutherland captain and left back, Miranda the right back, De Oliveira and Bolt the centre backs today. Peters CDM / centre mid. Despite Diop's good performance, I want to give Peters. In fact, actually, no, we'll stick with Peters. I was half thinking maybe to put Diop in, but we'll stick with Peters. Serrano centre mid / cam. Lindgren off the left, Roberts off the right. Carpenter and Blanchard leading the line today at Victoria Park. We need to keep winning in the Premier League because if we drop anything, City will take advantage. So at Victoria Park then, it's Hartlepool United versus AFC Bournemouth. And thankfully we're at home for this because when we're at their stadium, it is loud. But yeah, Blanchard been doing alright last episode. Hopefully can continue that. I think he got brace against United as well. Obviously, we want to be winning all the games. We should be winning, realistically.
Cheers. Good luck.
I'm scared of Bournemouth, you know. They've got some quality players, and also we are susceptible to fucking up against the lower teams. So it's going to be a problemo.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
We go again in the Premier League. Undefeated still. Only drop points to Fulham of all fucking teams so far. But I don't think we've had an actual challenge yet besides Manchester United. I could be wrong on that. There's probably an our team we faced. Chelsea as well, sorry, yeah. But Chelsea was... I don't want to sound mean to Chelsea. Because they are a Champions League team this year. But Chelsea weren't a challenge. We beat them 6-0. Get a feeling for the ball here. Lindgren is caught. That's the risk of playing someone who's barely played in a Premier League game. Why are they playing it about like fucking Barcelona, man? That was an interesting shot choice. But up to that, we were just flicking it about everywhere. Miranda, Roberts. Blanchard get closed down, but he's got options in the middle. And Carpenter, Carrillo, strong hand. And the first corner of the match goes to Hartlepool United, despite having the wrong corner kick taker. I might just stick with it at this point because I can't bother changing it. As long as Blanchard's not in the middle, I don't really care. De Oliveira can't win that. It's going to fall to Diaby to try and counter now for Bournemouth. Peters trying to close that avenue down, which he does perfectly. Lingering. Ball central. Blanchard can't get there. Hernandez clears. Bull now running out of position to get that. Peters again around his man. Roberts. Serrano. Try to get back into Roberts, but Hernandez read it. I probably could have turned and shot with Serrano there. Peters again. If we've got two good DMs in both Peters and Diop, I won't be complaining. Rice with it, but Bull was always going to be the winner of that. And frustration there from the Bournemouth striker will get me a yellow card. Bull outstrengthened him, managing to tackle the ball off him, and he was a bit frustrated. That's a 2-footer. Hold on a minute. That's a 2-footer. He's used both of his feet to go into that tackle. That should be a red. Now, hold on a second here. The ref's had a stinker, I think. He's jumped into it. He's jumped into the... How is that not a red? Oh, I don't... If he scores this game, I'll be looking back at that decision wondering why it wasn't a red, to be honest with you. De Oliveira. Sutherland launching it cross map to Miranda. I was going to say Serrano for some reason. Roberts, now Serrano is making the run. Blanche on the edge. Carpenter through. Oh, doesn't have enough room to take a shot on. Carrillo does really well. Closing the space down. I was trying to just lob it over with Carpenter, but couldn't do that in time. Diaby gets well, we get it initially with Sutherland, but Diaby quite good. So Sutherland's going to have his work cut out today. That was for the winger. It will fall to the winger, thankfully. Lingering can't get it past Trent. Maybe using Lingering against Trent, of all players. Baptism of fire, I suppose. Tackled by Miranda on Longo, who'll keep the ball under pressure. Let's just try to find a way to close it down. Balls through. I can't lie. I think you know what I'm gonna say, ladies and gents. Shouldn't be on the pitch. The man should be on the pitch. I don't know how that's found the back of the net either, to be honest with you. It should be a lot better from... I mean, I should be tracking a run there with Bull, but it's a great run from the guy who should be on the pitch. And Hurtado has gone about that all wrong. But we will argue, and we'll continue to use the argument, this man should not be on the pitch right now. He went 2 feet in on Billy Bull, and only got a yellow. So I'm still not happy with the referee. And now I'm not happy with the scoreline. I'm going to go down here at Victoria Park. That was for Sutherland, but thankfully he still made it to my player. Now Sutherland's going to make the run. Lingering. Sutherland gets caught. Probably only going to be a yellow. Blanchard try to close it, try to shoot, but it's closed down. Bull very far forward here. Roberts can't get around Hernandez here. I'm going to need some help. As in, where's Miranda? Is what I really mean. There he is. Fucking hell. Right, it would have helped Miranda. It would have helped if you come about fucking 10 minutes ago, mate. Not gonna lie. Need that option. Paytos closes it down. Lingering asking for it. Lingering receiving it. He gets through. Gonna need to knock it back to Carpenter. It's blocked. Carpenter a second roll of dice. Lingering knocking it in, but it's cleared away. Carrillo doing well again. I'm still fuming that we're a goal down, to be honest with you. There should not be Edson Rice on the pitch. Failing that, Hurtado should have managed that better. Bull. Oh, can get some Lingering. Oh, we're going to fucking see it again, aren't we? Good save for Hurtado. It feels like one of those games where we could just concede about 7. Trent now booked. I don't know why this ref doesn't like giving up red cards. Granted, the Trent one wasn't. But the Rise one was. Totally irritating, but what can you do? Sometimes the right decisions don't go your way. And sometimes the guy who's meant to not be on the pitch scores twice. Well, we've not marked Rise again, but again, he shouldn't be on the pitch. I'm still vexed at how he is. Hurtado's slowly becoming a fraud, I can't lie. I'm wondering if we take Nielsen for the Arsenal game. Or maybe we should put Nielsen in this game. I don't know. What I do know is that the scorer of both goals two-footed my centre-back and he's still on the pitch. We get through one back for Carpenter, perhaps. Nope, not enough power on it. Tried to just place it around Carrillo. This might be our first loss of the season, and it was very avoidable if the ref just knew what the fuck he was doing. To be honest, if the ref could do his job properly, it wouldn't be in this situation. Serrano try to get to De Oliveira to knock it down. Lindgren from range, good save. Carrillo. Lindgren, not a bad effort. Carrillo's quite a good goalkeeper, we know that, but I just... I hate to continue to bring it up, but a certain man should not be on this football pitch right now. Peters, aiming for De Oliveira. It's not well cleared by Bournemouth, but it is eventually. Lindgren. I've aimed it for a player who has just kept running, despite the fact that I switched to him to stop him from running. He's the Bournemouth till they die, apparently. Offside against Diaby anyway, but De Oliveira had it cooking. He had it collected there, but it is offside. What's up, Izzy? Welcome to the stream. You did something cool. What did you do that was cool? I do like your ideas, so I'm quite interested to know. Lindgren, Sutherland. Fucking, I can't bring the ball down at all. Carpenter. Into Serrano, one back at least. Right, lifeline for us there. I made a video you might like. A YouTube video you might like. Good movement from Carpenter. Serrano does find that corner, but it's... This game is tainted. This game is tainted with the fact that that guy who has scored twice for them should have been sent off. Two-footed through the back of Billy Bull. I don't know how the ref only gave a yellow for it. But there's still plenty of time. A Spurs versus Man City Champions League final simmed in tactical view. It actually sounds quite good. I'm presuming Spurs lost because they're Spurs. Good reception by De Oliveira. Going smoke today in the defence. Can we get an equaliser before half time? Nope, they're going to get third probably. Yeah, Hurtado might need some time out of the team. I'm just... I don't understand. Of course, the guy who should have been sent off has now gone and scored a hat-trick past us. And we're looking down the barrel of our first loss of the season. A possible ending to my career mode. Maybe watch and find out. It's the ending of season 4. I'll take a look at it after I finish streaming then. I mean, I'll maybe take a look at it because I've got stuff to do after, but I will try and find some time to look at it. Well, I don't even know what to say about this game so far. They've got 3 goals from a guy who should have been sent off. Crystal Palace lead Nottingham Forest 1-0. It's 0-0 between Liverpool and Burnley. Brighton beating Spurs 1-0 and Brentford beating Leicester 1-0. We're losing 3-1, and it's one of those games, you know, those favourites, those classics, where nothing works properly. 57-43 in terms of possession, 8 shots to 6. 2 expected goals each. Notice that though, 2 expected goals each, but I've got 1 and they've got 3. Interesting one, that. Well, I mean, we can still get some random scoreline by the end of this one. I feel like there's going to be about 6-all by the end of this. That's what I feel like. I'm just stressed with this one because the guy, of course, who should have been sent off has got a hat trick. I'm going to keep bringing it up. I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to keep bringing it up. Edson Rice going through the back of my defender. 2-foot challenge. Only a yellow card, apparently. If I could show it at the end of the game, I will. But if that challenge went my way, if I went through the back of somebody, it'd be a red card. Robert, still play fancy fucking passes, mate. We're already struggling. Sent you the video, 25 minutes long, but it's just game audio. That's fine. I'll if I can, I'll take a look at it later. But if not, I'll definitely take a look at it tomorrow. And next time I'm streaming, I'll tell you what I think. If you want. Just why can't my goalkeeper do that? He just falls out of the way of those. I think I might just go back to Nielsen, you know. Lingering was a bad idea, purely because I'm going up against Trent. Maybe I should have used Lingering in Cup instead. Bring on Wilson momentarily. I mean, if it's our first loss of the season at the end of October, I'm okay with it, like, taking this long for us to be beaten, but I just don't want to be beaten by Bournemouth. Especially with so many question marks around this. Well, for me personally, I guess. Good tackle to Oliveira. Going to come back to them again. God forbid I defend and get my reward. Rice could have had his 4th, but Hurtado equal to it. But genuinely, I'm not going to forgive this game for that not being a red card. Especially if we lose. Palacios coming on. Lizu came off. Longo coming off. Or maybe I'm just looking at it through maybe I'm looking at a challenge through Hartlepool tinted glasses. Maybe I'm just biased. But I guarantee if I do that challenge that they did, it's a red. Blocked by Bull. Counter perhaps. Lingering's still on. Did I not just sub him off? Oh, I need to sub him off. No, that's what I was going to do. It's through to Serrano. Oh, Carrillo, good save. Yeah, it's probably our first loss of the season, which is a bit shit. But it was going to happen sooner rather than later, wasn't it? To give context, it started as a Spurs past and present career mode where I manually gave them Werner and Radu because we signed them in real life, and then I gave them all their best past players still in the game. Oh, I get what you mean. So like yeah, alright, okay, that makes sense, yeah. So he brought back Kane and all that. The Oliveira wins the header but can't get anything really on it. Peters, second delivery towards Blanchard. It's cleared by Bournemouth always. Forrest Carpenter. De Oliveira gets it to Peters. Roberts. I tried to shoot. The fans really want me to shoot. Well, I pressed B, but Hill closed it down, unfortunately. I can't remember, but if this Rice guy is a regen, maybe we'll go for him. I think he's actually a real player, but if we need another striker, maybe he's the one to bring on board. He's been fucking demolishing us today, in terms of fouls and in terms of goals. That was meant for Serrano. God forbid it goes to a man who's unmarked. Ball blocks that, but of course, second bite of the cherry. Good save for Tado. Corner goes to Bournemouth. I never expected us to win every game. I just want to make that clear. A fucking invincible run would have been fun. Oh, there he goes now. about 70 minutes after he should have been sent off. He's finally subbed off instead. On comes Calvert-Lewin. Blocked by Bull. Okay. Yeah, right. Right. That's fine. Yeah, it's just done prime FIFA bullshit. It's prime EA AIDS. It's EA AIDS. I've accepted that. Hurtado's going to be out of the team for a little bit, I think. Why doesn't the Oliveira block that? Like, why does it make him do that animation? I don't know. Well, we've lost our first game in quite spectacular fashion, to be honest with you. Edson Rice has done really well, despite the fact that he should have been sent off. He's got a hat-trick past us today. It's a rare loss. I knew Bournemouth would probably be the fucking catalyst to something bullshit, but didn't think it'd be this bad. Ball gets the foot in, he's just pushing forward now, he's had enough. Don't blame him. We have to go balls to the wall here now. Miranda. Don't get me wrong, I don't think we're going to make it 4-4 or anything like that, but another goal is to make it look respectable. I can't even get the ball through with Serrano. Even when I do defend, it doesn't mean I always keep the ball. Diaby with a foul on Sutherland. It's going to be fine though. Not nowhere near the... Oh my god, I can't get through. I fucking miss Rodriguez, man. Game-changing striker in a game like this he would be, but 7 more months without the Peruvian Prince means that we're just going to have to fucking... it's not going to be an easier road as I was hoping it would be originally. Carpenter does get us one back. Not celebrating, but we'll go back to the halfway line. But it's just... just wish we hadn't got Rodriguez injured again. Throughout the career mode, I had Osimhen, Pedri and Bastoni in the team at one point, but they didn't make the final team. That is mad. If they didn't make the final team, you've got an incredible team. Carpenter, not very tall, but does win the headers sometimes, which is mad to think about. He gets his 9th in 9, which is a hell of a record for a guy who couldn't score in a brothel last season. But it just hasn't been enough today, and that partly is down to the referee, partly is down to Hurtado. I think because there's been so many goals, it probably won't be able to see that foul again. That was a yellow card. Should have been red, which is annoying because I'd like to see that again just to review it. But they're just pinging it around like they're fucking Barcelona. Every pass is perfect. There's no point in me bringing on Carlson now. It's a bit late. Ball in, header it away, please. At least, thank God. Counter perhaps. There might still be time for miracles. Serrano's going to launch it all the way to Roberts. He's going to still have a lot to do. Is he able to do it? Oh, no, he's not. Save Carrillo, fucking hell. Well, it should have been a lot better than what it is. Unfortunately, this, but sometimes the AI will just favour your opponents, or the game will just favour the AI, and there's nothing you can do about it. And this is one of those. Carpenter tries from range to go into double figures, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about this one. Look back at this game maybe at the end of the season and realise that this was a downfall, or maybe this was a game that made us realise that we need to put a lot more effort in if we're going to have no Rodriguez. I don't know. Fucking hell. They're on it. Kone with good bit of defence there. Now Serrano. Carpenter. Just about our day in a nutshell. What I've learned is it's never going to be a perfect run. And I know obviously we say about Invincible, it was never going to obviously happen, but I thought we might lose to a team that won't be in a relegation battle, rather than a team that will be. Thus ends the Invincible run of Season 9, our first loss out of the whole season. And you've got to question the refereeing out of this one more than anything else. Edson Rice with a hat-trick, but should have been sent off early on. I don't know if I'll be able to show the challenge again. It might not be in the highlights package, but you just knew as soon as he wasn't getting sent off, something stupid was going to happen. We lose 4-2 in a game that we shouldn't have lost 4-2, but let's just review it again because it is here. And I need to know how this is not a yellow card or a red card because he just jumped into the tackle. Maybe I'm just seeing it through biased glasses. Maybe I'm just seeing it as I want to see it. Maybe I'm biased. But as you look here with Bull, he jumps in. Like, that's a two-footed tackle. And it's got none of the ball. It might just be bias on my part, but I don't. If I'm doing that to their player, that's a red card. I don't. It's a difficult one, but I think that's a red. And I again, it's probably just me being biased, but I'm just looking through this over and over again. We bring it away with Bull, and I just get it's a two-footed challenge. That could have been serious. Bull lands awkwardly on his shoulder as well. Might just impact his landing, but that's all day for me. That's a red card, but that's kind of what led to Edson Rice scoring a hat trick, and of course, because he scored a hat trick, we'll watch it. Here was the first goal. Brilliant run through, and he places it under Hurtado, who should be doing better. But that's a great run. I think he's played on either by Sutherland or by not Chavez, De Oliveira there. And that after the yellow card in the first goal, I kind of thought, okay, this is what's happening. Then they played it in well off the corner. Didn't watch his run with Sutherland, and he made it 2-1. So fair enough. They moved him well here. I should have done a bit better with the defending. And Rise with a move in front. Hurtado's reactions, terrible. And then the third goal, which, I mean, pretty much we did score, and then they just tackled me instantly, whacked it, goal. It's about as route one as you come, really. I tried to pass it off. I think it's Peters or De Oliveira I'm using there, one of them. I'm not sure exactly which one. But he's just lodged it, and it's... I don't know what's up with this goalkeeper, man, Hurtado. He's hugging the manager here, by the way, but for whatever reason it's glitched. And then they went and scored a fourth. We don't need to see that. DCL with the fourth goal. We got one through Serrano, and looking at the stats, probably should have won, but it's the way it goes sometimes in this video game. 56-44 in terms of possession. 14 shots to 12 as well. 3.9 spreads, it goes to 2.9. But their goalkeeper was dynamite. Our goalkeeper was shite. And they go on and win. And we get our first loss of Season 9. I tried my hardest to keep it a Spursy team, but opportunities came about. Also, left back in the team when you see should be higher rated, but injury ruined them. Okay, fair enough. I will take that into consideration. Carpenter with a goal and assist an 8.6. Seems to be our only shooter in the Premier League. Sutherland with an 8 as well. Bull with 7.9. I always trust in Bull, but sometimes it's the centre back partner lets him down. Today it wasn't. De Oliveira did alright. Serrano 7.9 and a goal and an assist. De Oliveira done quite well, but the man I think who let us down today, Ricardo Hurtado, 8 shots, 4 saves, 4 conceded. Just not good enough. Nielsen will get probably a bit of an extended run in the team now if he can continue his performances. Hurtado was doing quite well as well against Manchester United, but we've come here today, or they've come to us today, and beaten us because it was a poor goalkeeping performance more than anything else. Only made one change because the game was dead and buried. Ultimately, our first loss. It's unfortunate. Sometimes you don't get the results that you quite want. And again, obviously I'm pissed off, but sometimes it's the way it be. Being at the last, how do you feel? Couldn't last forever. I still feel, I personally still feel that Bournemouth should have been that 10 men. But whether that's actually true, it might just be bias from me, to be honest. A very disappointing defeat. How do you explain what happened today? We deserve better than the scoreline. The only one I'm really mad about is Hurtado. What do you make of today's defeat? You must be disappointed. I mean, none of those make sense, but I don't want to give a negative answer. Yeah, I'm not happy, but football's football. You'll get the wrong decisions sometimes, and it'll cost us. It has cost us. And it might just be me thinking that it's a red card, but I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. I mean, even if we do figure it out, it won't change the result. I don't think it was just a yellow card. I think it was a sending off. And it's really fucked our goal difference, and it's also taken us off the top of the table. City won again. I don't know. We've been scoring for fun, but again, it's been conceding for fun. And I thought I'd improved the goal difference and improved the defense, but it doesn't seem like that's happened. Either that, or it's just the goalkeeper that sucks. But anyway, City sit top now. We dropped off a top spot. Second place for us now. Spurs third. Nottingham Forest fourth. There's a bit of gap between us and third. There's room for error. Not that I want to make any more errors. When we play Arsenal, I want it to not be an error. And the relegation zone at the moment, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Norwich. Right. Up next then, in the Carabao Cup round of 16, we've got Newcastle. And Hurtado's staying out of the team. I want to trust Hurtado for Arsenal. And I don't know if I'm still going to stick with that. But I'm pissed off. Fine, we move on. We'll go again. Bournemouth's 4-2 win ends Hartlepool unbeaten run. Bournemouth's win meant they put a halt to Hartlepool's unbeaten run. Fans are concerned that Hartlepool's form might suffer as a result, with the team's confidence sure to be dented by a defeat. And the hat-trick hero, who should have been sent off, shines in Bournemouth win. Ray's notched a superb hat-trick to embarrass a woeful Hartlepool United in Bournemouth's 4-2 win. Wolves lost to Fulham. Man City beat Arsenal. Team of the week is Billy Bull's in there. But interestingly enough, as you can see, there's no Bournemouth players in there. So kind of just shows you how the game should have went. Manchester United beat Leeds. So some of the Carabao Cup stuff's been played as well. I think that's everything to cover off the news. One thing I do want to check is the Rice guy for Bournemouth a regen or not, because I might steal him after that. He is a regen. He's just put fucking 3 past us. We'll be keeping an eye on him anyway. If nothing else. Steal him for a striker option. Chelsea relegation battle. Good news. Yeah, I don't know why they're in a relegation battle. Cause I still think they've got a good team. I'm sure they've still got a good team because they literally just finished Champions League last season. I mean, most of it's good. So that's it. Nah, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, they could probably improve it, to be honest with you. But they've got some good talent. Oh, it'd be fun to see them go down because it was like Liverpool last year. They could have gone down, ended up being safe. And I'm presuming Chelsea will end up staying up anyway, but it'd be funny if they went down. Anyway, up next then, Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, round of 16. Some teams have already played their games. Preston beat Brentford. Peterborough beat Spurs. Oh, if we get through, the competition might have been made a bit easier. Although on the other side of things, we could draw Bournemouth if we do get through. 3-1 to Bournemouth over Millwall. Manchester United over Leeds. It's a 2-1 victory, but Peterborough beat Spurs. So Preston and Peterborough into the quarterfinals. Right, well, I guess if we do get through, potentially, we'll see what we get. But Peterborough beating Spurs is huge. Although, we know Newcastle have quite a decent team. We played them earlier this season. I believe we beat them, if I remember correctly. But we know they're good. So let's have a bit of rotation here. We'll give Martin the game. He's not the game yet today. He'll go alongside Chavez, who won't be the captain, but he will play. And then we'll have Miranda out for Dickinson. Going against his former club. If I can find him. He's on this bench, isn't he? Yep, there he is. I wonder if I give Higgins a shot. Probably not, right? Ali's not at the game today yet, so he comes in. And Young as well. Wilson and Lindgren didn't really give me anything that last game, but Wilson didn't really have much of a chance. We're going to Diop Serrano. This could be fun. I think that's fine, otherwise. So we'll go with that for the game against Newcastle. It's a bit rotated, but we've got plenty of options on the bench. And I just want to make sure there's nobody else I'm missing that I want involved. Right, so here we go then. At Victoria Park, it is Hartlepool versus Newcastle in the round of 16 of the Carabao Cup. Nielsen in goal, Moffat left back and captain, Dickinson right back, Chavez and Martin the centre backs, Diop CDM/centre mid, Serrano centre mid /cam, Young and Ali the wingers with Carlson and Carpenter up front. At Victoria Park then, like I said, Hartlepool versus Newcastle. Are the other games happening at the same time? No. As you can see as well, they're using Iago Flores on the right hand side this time. He is our former player. They've got Gavi on the wing, which is interesting. But I suppose we'll see how it goes. They've got a strong side. But I suppose now, after losing, it just shows that maybe we're not as invincible as we think. A bit more work needs to be put in. Serrano's been on it. Two past United and then one past Bournemouth. Which means he's going to get the run today against Newcastle because we need goals. And if Rodriguez ain't providing them, we need to find out who is providing them and play them as much as we can. Diop the Tifo. You got a question for me? Go ahead. That's a bracket. We know some teams are through, some teams are out already, but They're chanting United, but I don't even know who they're chanting United for. Probably me, because I'm the home side. In EA Sports FC 24, do you think either with Real Madrid or someone, or in some other environment, could it be possible to get Valverde to Club 90? What's Club 90? Is that when everything's 90, like each of his stats are 90 rated? Like 90 defending, 90 shooting, 90 dribbling, 90 passing and all that? Because probably, yeah. 90 face stats, yeah. I think you could, yeah, probably. It's possible. I haven't tried it personally, but I think it's doable. Maybe at another club though, because Real Madrid have got too much talent. Maybe taking him somewhere where there's less kind of depth. Get more game time. I know he'll get a lot of game time anyway because he's one of the best in the world, but there's a lot of options at Real Madrid. Oh my God, Carlson. I thought we could have just got ahead immediately. Wrong side of the post there from Jesper Carlson. That would have been a great start. It would have been some confidence to get back into these boys to go up inside 3 minutes. But not to be just yet. Anyway, Diop wins the header. Ali turns his man. Comes inside. Takes it on. Not quite there. Diop. Chavez. I'm just going to play it all the way back. He's the closest one in FIFA career mode. Honestly, I think that can make it. Yeah, you're not wrong. He's one of the best all-rounders. Unless you... I mean, maybe Bellingham down the line, perhaps, but... Took a lot more time. Bellingham's a good all-rounder as well. Possible to use for that challenge if you to do that. Good tackle by Flores. But Valverde's definitely the closest right now. With the potential Bellingham has... I could see him potentially. Well, you could possibly use him as well. The attacking stuff might be a bit difficult, actually. But, I mean, there's a couple that could possibly do it, but Valverde's your best bet to start with. Moffat. Carpenter. Tried out one more to Serrano. I should have maybe just shot it. Well, that first loss of the season isn't going to start a losing streak, so that would be very upsetting, and I've committed my centre back like an idiot. Every time I get a foot in, I just don't get the ball, except for there. Which proved me wrong. Ali getting held back here. I need some help. And it's Dickinson running down the right here against his former team. Carlson. Well, I've just hit it with the wrong foot. Bellingham is younger, but Valverde has better stats for the same rating. Yeah. Valverde's probably better for it at the start. But if it doesn't work with Valverde, try with Bellingham, because you'll have more time with him and more potential to work with. That would be my advice anyway, if you were to try it. Young. Inside, Serrano. Martinez just makes it look easy. I feel like I've got a really good shot on, and then Martinez just holds onto it like I've just not done anything. First off at Ali, it's going to be a throw into Newcastle. Of course, Carabao Cup is not the be-all and end-all, but trophy's a trophy. We're going to try and win as many trophies as we can this season. That's Carabao Cup's got to be involved somewhere. I've absolutely been turned there by... Chavez just feels a little bit slow, and that's because he's the slowest out of the defenders I have. But if you know what I mean, he just feels like clunky, I guess. Young. Now run down the left again, caught by Flores. Flores is quite good, and we know that firsthand, because we had him for 2 years, or maybe even 3 years. I think it was 2 years. Ali, mate, I get that you're not right-footed naturally, but at least put some effort in the pass, fella. Oh, Christ. I don't even know how that's got... I mean, we're losing again. Shock. But I don't know how it's got past. I feel like I got my defender in the way of Vitinha there. But it's 1-0. Maybe it is a losing streak. Did my defender move his foot out of the way? Oh no, it's just gone over his foot. It's actually quite a good finish, to be honest, but I thought I got in the way of it. My Spurs career mode, I did something interesting. I gave my starting cam centre-back training to upgrade his defending and physical. That works. If that works, then that's quite a smart thing to do. But I don't think it would take a while. I've never tried all these experiment stuff. I probably could try. But if that works, then fair enough. Young's just having fun here. And then he gets tackled by some teammate. Yeah, cool. Carpenter equalises. I think Moffat was just telling Young to hurry up. And Young just like, alright, fine, mate. Passes it off to Moffat, who plays it into Carpenter, who seems to be a completely different man from last season. Young's like, oh, fair enough, mate. Sorry. It's a fantastic finish off the weak foot as well. Just out of the reach of Emi Martinez. And we equalised as soon as we fell behind. Which is kind of what we needed to do against Bournemouth, but we didn't have the ability for that for whatever reason. Physical got up about +10 and defender got up about +20. Fair enough, yeah, fair enough. I've never tried it. Just because it says, sometimes it says like it takes like 100 weeks and I just don't have the patience, really. Off it, try to get through it Young, it's closed down. My defender is going a different direction because I want to be my CDM. But it switches to the wrong player. Diop cuts it out. 1-1 now at Victoria Park. Poking it in towards Serrano, who sliced the volley completely. Fucking hell. What I've started doing in Manchester United career modes, I put McTominay as striker rather than CDM because he's actually got better shooting stats than he does defensive stats. And somehow in FIFA 23 I managed to get Scott McTominay a Ballon d'Or. And I don't know how I did it. I wish I'd streamed it because I didn't think it was going to happen. Okay, it's just completely... Maybe we just don't have a goalkeeper in the net. We'll just go with nobody. Nobody can do it at the moment. We'll have no goalkeeper. Or maybe play an outfield player in goal. I don't know who that is, a midfielder who's just played it past me like that, but he absolutely did me. It might be Gavi. And Silva just takes it from range. And the commentator just said the keeper has no time to react. He had more than enough time to react. He dove along the floor as the ball went above him. It's going to be another goal fest. He was normally a left wing, right wing, but I moved him to cam. Fair enough. Yeah, sometimes they're better in cam. What I do if they're taller, I'll move them into the centre attacking midfield because I don't like having tall wingers. They just feel too clunky to me. There's been a couple of people this episode who are like 6'4" or 6'5", but they're better on the wing. Maybe not that tall, but like the one I remember was Munoz, who was 6'3", I think he was, and he was a winger. But I sold him because I just don't like tall wingers. Oh, but his goalkeeper saves that. Cool. We'll take the corner, I suppose. Ali with a decent shot. Even with Carlson getting in the way, the keeper managed to save it. He saw it late. He probably wouldn't have even seen it because of Carlson. I don't know. Just 11 strikers. At this point, maybe. At this point, honestly. Just not a goalkeeper, it seems. Carpenter tried to shoot. It's closed down. Hartlepool fans asking for a penalty. I'd have taken one, honestly, at this point. Why am I... No, I didn't do that. Oh, fuck off. I'm trying to switch to a different player and it goes to my centre back and it runs him out of position. I'm trying to be Diop sometimes and it just switches to my centre back. Closed down by Martin initially. God forbid I get the ball when I defend. What am I meant to, like, even my keeper saves it. They're just, I don't care anymore. I've lost interest with this episode, I think. I don't understand. He just kicks it out of my keeper's hands and scores it. I can't even blame Nielsen for that one because he saved it. It's just, I think it's just this. I'm passing the ball. Let me see when I press A. I'm not doing it for the good of my fingers. Ref? No. Okay, cool. It's fine. It's fine. 3-1 loss. Well, it's not even over yet. Could be more. But I've lost interest because goalkeepers have decided to operate like idiots today. Even when I defend, they just get the ball back. It's great fun. 3-1 down at halftime again. Vitinha, Silva, Madueke with the goals for Newcastle. Got one for Carpenter, but I don't care. I don't care to play. I want to play a game like this. Every episode there's complaints about the game, but when you see the game I'm playing, you can understand it. 2-1 to Chelsea over Aston Villa at the 60th minute. Arsenal 1-0 up over Wolves at 60th minute. It's still 0-0 between Nottingham Forest and Norwich. We're losing 3-1 to Newcastle. Despite the fact it's similar shots. Of course, why would I, get any favour? 60 to 40 in terms of possession, 7 shots each, and 3.3 expected goals to 2.5. They've been good, but I don't know what's up with goalkeepers. Like, positioning for Nielsen still needs a bit of work, but he's already hit his potential. But when you look at, I can't look at him because he's not here. When you look at Hurtado, he's more or less a finished article for a goalkeeper because he's De Gea's regen. You think, oh, he's going to be good, but he plays like last season De Gea rather than prime De Gea, which doesn't help. Like last season in real life, De Gea. Like 22-23 season De Gea. Oh, Diop. For the love of God, you are not a centre mid that can move like that. You're closing down by Chavez. Martin, for whatever reason, was up the pitch. Ali. It's a tricky spot into Dickinson. Now Carpenter across into the path of Carlson. I don't know why I had to take a touch, but it's fine. We get one back into it. It's going to be a ridiculous scoreline in it. The camp for me is 6 foot, but 84 starting pace isn't amazing for a winger. Yeah, it's not bad if like a youth academy player, but I suppose if it's an actual player that's already established, then yeah, it kind of sucks. You'll try and get them around like high 80s, low 90s in terms of pace. Want to know what I find odd? What do you find odd? Fucking have that, you can't. Oh, it was a good tackle apparently. Fair enough. Doing more of them. Hacking at their legs and the ref says no, it's fine, mate. But okay. Young. Cuts inside. Ball over his kinda ass, low key. Carpenter. Heavy touch. I mean, we've rotated the team quite a bit today as well, but I'm not even going to put it down to that. I'll put it down to the goalkeeper. For the first 2 goals, it's the goalkeeper's fault. The third one, it's just rebound goal, isn't it? Not had one today yet. Looks like he's kicked me there, Flores, instead of the ball, but it's fine. I think the fans are in agreement as well. It looked like he kicked me. I kick their players and it's an advantage, apparently. Blocked by Martin. De Gea is still a free agent and is retired, but isn't a free agent for career mode. Yeah, no, I find that annoying because I was going to sign him back because I'm doing my United career mode just off screen on FC24. I'm going to fucking vomit with this game. I'm going to vomit with it. I can't be everything, every single little thing goes back to them. I can't catch a fucking break. It makes me go a smaller player to try and win the header, and then I've got about 4 or 5 Hartlepool players right there on Fabio Silva, and nobody jumps. Nobody's even tried to jump. Martin doesn't jump. Moffat doesn't make a move for it. Ali doesn't jump. I do actually want to win this. Oh, I didn't bring Wilson with me. Fuck. Fuck it. We'll go with that, I suppose. Diop's not been all bad, but we're going to bring on Peters as well. I feel like he could offer a bit more to the attack too. Let's try and throw everything at this now. I'm not being bullshitted out of a result again. At least there's no potential red cards that there could have been. It's just everything else is going against me. But yeah, De Gea, I was talking about De Gea before that bullshit goal. Yeah, he's not retired either. I don't understand why he's not in the game, because maybe unless he didn't scan him, I guess. But I wanted to sign him back to Manchester United. That was the first thing I wanted to do, and I couldn't because he wasn't in the game. Try to play it over, but it's fucking impossible to get anywhere. They're just going all out defence now. Every time I try to run through, they've got someone on me. Where are my options? I've got fucking Peters and that's it. Serrano, I appreciate you trying to get there, but... ah, fuck it. Of course, Martinez saves it. Take his scans for 23. They probably could have done. I don't understand why they couldn't have done that, to be honest. Geertrude coming on for Newcastle as if they needed any more defensive help. Don't usually like playing it short, but I genuinely want to win this. Roberts. Pass it then. I pressed A out. Why does everybody need to take... everyone needs to take at least 2 touches before they do anything with the ball. I just want to pass it. The game's like, no, you've got to take at least 2 touches minimum. Oh, we're going to lose. You know what? It's fine. Carabao Cup was the least interesting out of 4. If we lose the Carabao Cup, and it means we get other trophies. Why is it bouncing away from me? Fuck off. Have that, you can't. And the ball bounces away from me again. Give me the fucking ball when I win it. Young now. Gets closed down. I just don't feel like they've got the pace that they say they have on the tin. Serrano. Blocked. Of course it is. And Young just about gets it around Flores. Blanchard, here's an idea. How about you don't run straight at me when I'm trying to fucking pass it to you in space? I just hate this game today. It was going so... I mean, I say it was going so well. It was going averagely well. Madueke mishits that. I need Rodriguez back, man. On comes somebody for Joe Linton. I didn't see who it was. I don't really care. Almada. But they had him. Serrano, either make the run or don't. Don't just stand there and as I'm ready to pass it to you, fuck back off. Doesn't matter because I got tackled anyway, but for future reference, if I do make it through there, don't run away. Bloody idiot. Why is there a Newcastle player everywhere? I feel like there's just no room to create, no room to do anything. And it's gone it's fuck off, isn't it? Just fuck off. It's doing that thing now where it's just not passing to my players, even though I'm doing it as accurate as physically possible, so... I'm gonna be complaining a lot more this episode. Just be warned. Young, please put this away. Oh my God! At least I've aimed at the bottom right. At least try and go with my aim there. Mina comes on for Flores. That's not Yeri Mina, is it? That's gonna be a different Mina, surely. Fuck's sake, man! We're gonna lose again. Oh, just eat a dick. I hit the crossbar, of course I do another on the counter. Yeah, I got the ball, but I don't have the ball. Right, cool. Fuck this, man. You're onside, probably. My goalkeeper is just never going to hold on to it. I want to throw something. Start of the episode, I gave both these keepers praise. I'm ready to just fucking rip both their heads off now. Again, out of the three, I don't care about the Carabao Cup. But it was kind of a backup if we didn't get either the FA Cup, Premier League or Champions League. But I'm honestly, the more he... Fuck off and let me run through. What pace do I have with Carpenter? 93. Who just tackled me there? Let's have a look here. We're checking their stats at the end. Probably Koundé. He's quite fast. Fair enough. I just need to complain. I need to moan and whine and whinge. Be very upset here. You know what? Go score a fifth. You're going to score whatever I do anyway. Oh, Nielsen. Now Nielsen's going to fucking spring into action. Fuck off. I don't want to play any more games. I've still got 2 more to do, but it's just falling apart to shit. We started so well against Sporting where I thought, okay, we might be fine without Rodriguez. Then we lose to Bournemouth because a guy who should have got sent off went and bagged the hat-trick. And we've lost to Newcastle because no goalkeeper is apparently operational today. Just fucking die, Fabio Silva. Genuinely. I'm sick of this game. I think that's his hat-trick as well. How has he risen above? I swear he's... Who is he contesting with there? Peters. Why is it always putting the smallest players on the fucking corners? Just for reference, I don't want Fabio Silva to die. I just don't want to play this game anymore because nothing is working. I just give up. I'm not even going to go forward. I'm just going to run down the clock. I've lost interest. Whatever. Newcastle advance. Don't care. But 2 of the fucking stupidest games of my life in a row. It's the second hat-trick scored past us in 2 games as well. Fabio Silva. Apparently the tallest man in the world. I mean, he is taller than Peters. I think Dickinson was there. I think he's taller than Dickinson as well. But just put a fucking larger man on him. I don't understand why this game likes to do the... I don't know. Can you pick where you mark? I don't know. Whatever, man. It's another game. 62-38. 12 shots each. It's a close game, but then my goalkeeper has fucking had his brain unplugged. So that's the difference. If you've got a goalkeeper in the Hartlepool net, he works with half a functioning brain. If you've got a goalkeeper in the AI's net, for instance Newcastle, he works with a fully functioning brain. So it's a difficult one when your goalkeeper doesn't know his ass from his elbow, does he? 62-38 in terms of possession, 12 shots each, 5.5 is but to goes to 4.7. It's that close, but then the game will just love the fucking asshole of the AI, will just lick it clean. This might be the biggest rager I've taken in a while at this game, but I'm getting no success, no breaks in this one. Anything that will rebound to them. It's it's tragic. We need Rodriguez and we don't have him. I don't know what the future of this season is. We might have to go to a season 10, and I really don't want to. The only thing that's bailing us out right now is we're doing good in the Champions League. Because we're fucking struggling everywhere else now. Assist an 8.2 for Moffat, a goal and assist and 7.9 for Carpenter. Young with a 7.7. I mean, it's decent ratings all around. Carlson with a goal and 7.2. It's pretty good ratings. Nielsen, 10 shots in his goal, 5 saves, 5 conceded. Obviously could be doing better. Should be doing better. Some of the goals they had were quite good, but overall, should be doing better. And then man of the match with them, Madueke, goal and assist and an 8.7. His goal was the luckiest bullshit I've seen in my life. Notice as well, by the way, they got 5 goals but only 3 assists. Hat-trick from Fabio Silva and an 8.5. 8.1 for Vitinha. At this point, 89 rated. He's got a goal and an assist and an 8.1. And they've got some mad players with Gavi assisting and getting a 7.4. It's a good team. I don't know what's up with my goalkeepers at the moment, but they've all seemed to just left their ability at home. And I guess that's fair enough. If they don't want to play, we don't want to play. But I don't want to play Hurtado, and I don't want to play Nielsen. So who do I play? Higgins isn't good enough. Suppose we better watch the hat-trick as well, because they got a hat-trick past us. Here's the first one from Fabio Silva. It was 1-1 at this point. I don't know who number 25 is, but I think it might be Gavi. He absolutely just destroyed my defender who committed out there. I did commit with him, yeah. That's but see what I mean? Like, that little bit after that, and it might just be a quick second that maybe I'm just complaining about. But if I miss the tackle, he continues to go further on rather than returning to his position, which is weird. There's the first goal of Silva. Second goal, I think he had 2 headers, didn't he? I mean, he had 2 headers, but there's a... Yeah, that's kind of what I mean by the bullshit this game. Number 14 had a header that hit the crossbar. Bounces straight back to Fabio Silva because apparently Taha Ali stuck in cement. Martin and Moffat didn't want to make a move either. And then the icing on the cake, which wasn't even required, but they just did it anyway. God forbid one of my taller players marks one of their strikers. This one was straight from the corner rather than being a rebound off the crossbar. Nielsen's positioning here is a marvel. He stands in the middle with his arm between his legs for whatever reason. Notices that Fabio Silva's at the far post, but doesn't make a move for it. Just watches it go in. Two indescribable games there. And the funny thing is, it's not even my defending, because I'm tackling well. It's just the ball goes back to them and they shoot and score, because my goalkeeper... I don't know what's up with goalkeepers. Chelsea, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, Newcastle all go through alongside Preston, Peterborough, Bournemouth and Manchester United. I've so far with this episode, I've left with more questions than answers. The attack isn't bad. We're still scoring with the attackers we have. I got hiccups. Sorry, I'm drinking my water quite fast. The problem is the goalkeeper. Or actually, correct myself there. Goalkeepers. I don't know why they've suddenly decided to just unplug their brains and lose any ability they had. Hurtado has always been a bit shaky, but Nielsen's been fucking brilliant at the start of this season. I mean, Hurtado's done well. I'd rate Nielsen just over Hurtado, but now both of them are just fucking shit. Granted, in that second half, Newcastle were brilliant defensively. I'll give them that too. Martinez was on smoke for most of the game as well. I just feel like I'm being robbed a little bit. That first game against, well, not first game, technically it was the second game of today's episode, but the first loss against Bournemouth. I'll always have question marks surrounding that one due to the fact that the man who, in my opinion, should have had a red card, went and scored a hat-trick, and kind of took them on their route to victory. But more importantly, that one we just got outclassed, and the goalkeeper decided to be a fucking moron. I can't really be mad at that one. Newcastle put us to the test, and they overcame us. Chavez wants the game against Arsenal. I honestly don't care at this point, for being honest, who goes where. I just need to figure out who I want in goal. Because that's the only area that's pissing me off. As you can see here, Man City have gone on some stupid run here where they've conceded 2 in 9 games. No one's ever doing that in a million years. But, like, I would want to be around the Nottingham Forest Man United mark, maybe 9-10 goals. We're at 15 already. And I have a feeling we'll concede a few against Arsenal here as well, because I don't know which goalkeeper to use. I don't know what to do, I guess, is my what I'm saying here. I don't really know which route to take for these next 2 games. We've got Sporting again, who we put away last time with no problem, but we've become apparently the worst team in the world since then. Hat-trick hero Silva shines and Hartlepool win. Don't even rub it in. Yeah, you put the wrong team on there just to rub it in. Thanks, EA. Newcastle won that game for reference. Silva scored the game's last goal to complete his hat-trick and help his team seal a 5-2 win against Hartlepool United. Nottingham Forest against Norwich goes to penalties. I think Nottingham Forest squeezed through, if I remember correctly. Man United beat Leeds. That's the team of the week from last week, I think, because we had Billy Bull in it. Yeah, right. And then Spurs versus Liverpool, the big game this weekend. Well, obviously, Arsenal's a big one as well. Premier League Player of the Month shortlist. I don't think we'll have anyone in here because we've stank up the gaff. It should go to Alisson if he's making all his clean sheets. But the nominees are Ferreira for Nottingham Forest, Volpato for Fulham, Alisson for Manchester City, and Ferguson for Nottingham Forest as well. I'd be giving it to Alisson if he's making all his clean sheets and just popping off. But I guess we'll see. I think that's the whole news done for this one. So I don't even want to play the next 2 games, you know. And it might be just me being salty because we finally lost, and like I am a bit salty that we finally lost. But this game is just rubbing me the wrong. Like the past 2 episodes, even though we got a perfect episode last game or last time out, this game's been rubbing me the wrong way a lot with the Rodriguez stuff, man. Just comes back from injury, goes and gets another 7-monther. It's a fucking joke, but there's so much I'm pissed off about. But the Rodriguez thing is the main thing. Everything is just going wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and rectify it here against Arsenal the best we can. And I don't know who to put in net. I think we're going to just go with Hurtado because he's conceded 4 instead of 5. I really don't know, and I really don't care at the moment. Chavez wanted the game. I don't really know how I'm just going to have to say no to him. He'll just have to cry about it. We've got to go with the best boys. I think the best boys at the moment anyway. And hope for the best. It's like I said, it's not the attack that's the issue. Midfield's fine. Defence is fine as well. It's just whoever is here seems to have got an ability to bypass because they're fucking wank recently. Diving, Hurtado got 84. I don't think he dove at all in the Bournemouth game. Handling and kicking's fair enough. Reflexes, I didn't see much from him. And 80 positioning, but then when you look at Nielsen as well, I didn't see much diving from him. I'm pretty sure that's his highest stat as well. 86. Reflexes are 90. There was not a lot of that shown. So I don't know if the game's just lying to me with some of these stats or what, but what I do know is that we're just going to have to grin and bear it. Make sure we've got all the substitutes I want. And just get on with it. And hope for the best. So this is a team we're going to use against Arsenal away at the Emirates Stadium. This is the worst time for this game to come. Hurtado in goal. Sutherland and Miranda as a fullback. Sutherland captain in the side. Martin and Bull as a centre-back. CDM, Peters, Centre mid slash attacking mid is Serrano, of course. Wilson off the left. Roberts off the right. Carpenter and Blanchard up top. It's a huge game that we have to win, but I don't, and this is crazy to say, after an invincible run, I don't see us winning. I don't trust anyone at the moment in between the sticks. But I guess we'll see how we go. Arsenal have got a mad team at this point as well, but they're only 8th, so maybe we can take advantage of that. They've also got Tavares at left back, Feeney in the centre back role. I don't know who that is. Schaefer in the net. I don't know who that is either. But some of those weaknesses, maybe we can take advantage of, and just hope we can defend for our bloody lives and make sure their shots don't get through to the goalkeeper. Perhaps, I don't know. But for the 4th game today at the Emirates Stadium, it's Arsenal versus Hartlepool. There is a slight chance that this might be the last game. I may have to go early. I'm unsure yet. But Luke Carpenter's been popping off in the Premier League since day one. Long may it continue. I just don't really know what to say.
Cheers. Good luck.
Yeah, stream, could you keep freezing? Because I'm already not annoyed enough. If you could just keep lagging or freezing or whatever you're doing for no reason, that would be pretty great. Because I'm already annoyed, so I think that would help proceedings.
Thank you, Emirates Stadium. Enjoy the game.
Bugger it. Just throw what we can at this. I'm making it sound like we've just lost everything. We've lost 2 games, but if this is the start of a downward spiral, we might not be able to get back out of it. That's got to be offside against Vlahovic. It's not. And can the ball... Right. Can the ball... Yeah, nice one, Saka, you idiot. Kick in the air. Can the ball not bounce away from me when I'm trying to grab it under control, please? I get that it was first touch error, but that can't be 100% of the time, surely. Wilson gets caught. I thought it might be a clean tackle for a change, but it's actually a foul. The ref's given it. Which I didn't expect. But yeah, there's a slight chance I may have to go before the sporting game. We'll see. I need to help my parents or something. But if they don't message back before I start the sporting game, I'll do the 5 games as planned. Oh my god, I pressed the suit. I don't want to. I changed my mind. I pressed to cancel it and it's just shot anyway. All right then. He tried to lob it instead. I'll never understand why it didn't cancel, but whatever. I mean, we've not conceded yet. It's a record, to be honest. How have we gone from like being just very well drilled and very well played against Sporting to conceding 4 against Bournemouth and then 5 against Newcastle? Well, the logical step would be to concede 6 against Arsenal, wouldn't it? Well, when I say logical step, I mean not a logical step, but it's what the game's going to do, isn't it? If we can just keep them from shooting at our goal, that's a bonus in my opinion. Carpenter's not going to get there, is he? I mean, he did. But Feeney outdid him there. Feeney actually might be quite good, you know. Sutherland takes that away from Saka initially. I wonder which one of these is going to be a red eventually. That obviously isn't a red. I know I'm not complaining that is going to be a red. That's definitely a yellow card tackle. I'm just intrigued which player is going to get sent off first, if any, today from an opposing team, because they're fucking going through us like a hot knife through butter. I don't really want to be committing my centre-backs all the way forward. I'd like some midfield options, but they've already either very deep or just not an option. Like Serrano's playing striker. Serrano might as well be playing striker. But for reference, he's a cam, but you wouldn't know it. I guess because he's naturally a striker, you're probably just thinking, I'll go there anyway. Peters. Ball into Carpenter. One more. Into the path of Serrano. It's a great save. I wonder if I could just struck that with Carpenter. That was a great movement by Peters off a throw-in though. Roberts. Blanchard. Oh, fuck off as he saved that. Fuck right off. And they're not even replaying it. I want a replay on that. That was fucking brilliant. I don't know how he saved it, to be honest. That should be 1-0. About 10 times over. Blanchard's done all he can here. It's not maybe as good as I initially thought, but it is still quite a good save. Wilson. Martin trying to knock it down. Sutherland gets caught. It's a scramble. Carpenter should get there first. Wilson provides his insight and gets tackled. Second chance goes to Serrano. Carpenter's on. Nobody's marking Carpenter. Why wasn't anyone marking the Premier League top scorer then? I'm not complaining. If they're going to give him that space, I'll take the chances. But why is nobody marking him? Wilson. Sutherland. Oh, he's not going to get that, is he? Too many tall men in front. Serrano. Oh, fucking close down. I'm hoping Serrano can come up big today because he seems to be good in big match situations like the Man United game, where at that point I think we were both undefeated. Obviously City were still undefeated as well, but Man United and ourselves were first and second. It's changed since then, obviously. Things have changed a lot. But my point was, why is Miranda all up here? It wasn't my point at all. My point was, Serrano done well in that game, so I hope he does well here. Speaking of the devil, gets his shot blocked. Keeps it alive. Peters. Why not? That's why not. He's a DM, remember? Worth a shot, I suppose. We've been the better team out of the gates, and I don't think they've had a shot, because if they did have a shot, it would have gone in by now, wouldn't it? But I just know their first shot's going to go up in the back of the net, probably. So I'm wanting to score before they do. It's just a little less annoying. Great read by Billy Bull on Dushan there. Peters. Yeah, they've not had a shot in the last 15 minutes. I don't think they've had a shot at all this game. Sutherland. I don't know why I'm blaming you. I was about to blame Sutherland there, but I realised that pass is so god-awful from Wilson. And what, well, I guess so god-awful from me, because I was the one who did it, but you get my point. I'm not even trying to commit some centre-backs, but I suppose the lack of midfield is something I picked to do. Where is anyone? The Sutherland, sometimes he wants to run, sometimes he doesn't. I don't really know what plane we're on here. That's good from Serrano. Blanchard. Try to find Roberts. It's good reading by Tavares. I want to try and get it just for a little gap. For a second I thought he'd just let it in because this game's trash, but does save it. Wilson. Sometimes I want to stop the ball and sometimes it just doesn't stop and I don't understand why. Blanchard. That's nice. That's nice. Great finish. confidence booster, perhaps. Or something. I can't remember who assisted that. Kelly Blanchard with his 8th goal of the season. He's not been slowing down for nobody. Problem, again, hasn't been goals. And as much as I do miss Rodriguez, the problem has not been the strikers. We know where the problems lie. And the fact that I can do minimal amounts to fix it is irritating, to be honest with you. Good save for Tado there, though. I mean, even if he does concede, fair enough, but don't concede 4, I guess is probably what I'm saying. Like, I'm not expecting clean sheets every game. I just want a good performance. Make it look like you've tried. Blocked there by Sutherland, who's going to run to it when I could have gone someone else with it. He didn't want to switch player, though. Saka gets closed down just about. Marino keeps it alive, though. Martinelli. Try to find anyone. Good tackle by Bull again. Still look at the ball. Sutherland does get it. Will he keep it in play? He does. And he should be able to outpace Martinelli. Would have outpaced Martinelli had he not been fouled. Martinelli just dragging him back. I think it's smart, to be fair, from Martinelli. But he was never catching up to the captain. Now Saka. I'm going to be honest, I might try and bait Saka a little bit into getting sent off. It's a good tackle there from Bukayo Saka, but we can get one of their main attacking threats sent off. Whatever little of attacking threat they've had so far will be even more minimal. Wilson, you don't need to come all the way back, fella. I had a horrible feeling as soon as I pinged that. As soon as I pinged that, I knew it was just not going to get there. They're going to equalise for the break, aren't they? Go on, Billy. But you sometimes feel when those pings ain't going to work. Serrano. Roberts. Oh my god, Feeney's on it today. I don't know who he is, but he knows what he's doing. Roberts. Inside. One more. Oh, what a save, Schaefer. It wasn't meant for Wilson, but we'll gloss over that. It's a brilliant save. Is that Taha Ali asking for some game time? He's had plenty this season. Wilson. Forward Sutherland. It's away. Only as far as Carpenter. Keeps it alive, but that's going to do it for the half. Oh, it's not going to give me the foul. Oh, okay. That's okay. Didn't want it. We still lead at the break somehow. Achille Blanchard. Smart little finish. Oh, we've kept them at bay, but the second half will probably change that rhythm. Bugger it. Let's just see what we can get. 0-0 between Burnley and Nottingham Forest at half-time in that game. And Brentford, Southampton, Crystal Palace, Manchester City, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Manchester United and Fulham, Wolves and Newcastle United, Norwich and Chelsea, as well as Spurs and Liverpool, the other big game this weekend, will be played later. We are currently 1-0 up over Arsenal at the break at the Emirates Stadium in very much deserved fashion. We've not given them a thing. But why can we do this against Arsenal and not Bournemouth is my question. 61 to 39 in terms of possession, 10 shots to 3, 2.8 expected goals to 0.4. But all over them. I think they're going to fight back a little bit more second half. But they are 8th, so they might be just struggling this season. Then again, we just lost 4-2 to 16th place, so it's... I don't understand what it is against these lower tier teams that we just can't seem to fucking perform. But the higher tier teams... we're a bit better. Martinelli tackles Roberts. We'll get a throw in. Miranda. Roberto's. Blanchard now. Need a runner. Right. I appreciate you making a run, Serrano, but what I really meant was, Roberts, I need you to run. Wilson. Straight into the hands of Schaefer. Been a while since I've done one of those with Wilson. I thought we'll give it a try, see what's about. Peters. Blanchard. Pokes it through to Serrano, who gets caught by Aritz. Thought I got a tackle in, didn't. Vlahovic is capable of scoring it from anywhere, so I'm not really wanting to leave him open for a shot. Blocked there by Miranda. I don't know who shot it in the end. I think it was Martinelli. A counter now, perhaps. Oh. Yeah, they've got Hakimi at right back. I forgot about that. That might be an issue for Duncan Wilson. Probably why I've not used him that much this game. Good block, Sutherland. Vlahovic tried to play into the middle. We declined that. Been a while since I got a headache stream one of these, but this one's giving me a fucking headache. But I think that's just the anger from the past two, well, I can't say the past 2 losses. Newcastle was fair and deserved loss, but Bournemouth loss. Oh, Blanchard. Oh, Blanchard. Good save, Hurtado. Good header away by Martins. So, I mean, Arsenal, we're always going to come with more power second half. We've got to be equal to it and not be doing stupid touches, boys. Roberts should have Tavares on toast. Tavares catches up, this game's bogus. Blanchard got himself back on side, but couldn't find a finish. Schaefer holding on. Peters to Serrano. Carpenter has just decided to pass it back to them. And obviously, it wasn't the intended goal. The intended target, but it's what's happened. Let's see what I see at this point. Martinelli now for Arsenal. Turns Miranda inside out. Billy Bull with a tackle. Make a couple of changes now as the corner goes to the Gunners once again. We're going to bring off Carpenter for Carlson. Carlson's got a good record against Arsenal, if you remember. If you don't remember, I will explain that. I won't leave you on tenterhooks there. It was a hat-trick against Arsenal last season. Us and them at that point, I think, were involved in the title race alongside Spurs. And it could have set us up to win the title. Unfortunately, we didn't make the most of that momentum. But Carlson's, I think it was his Premier League debut that season, or at least he hadn't played a lot of minutes. And we put the faith in Carlson because Rodriguez was injured the first time. And Carlson went back to hat-trick, so maybe Swede is the key we need. Ali comes on as well. Tried to cut a bit quicker there. Maybe I should have passed it through as well. My decision making is still fucking subpar despite playing 9 seasons of this game. Blocked by Miranda. Doesn't mean we're going to get to keep the ball though, does it? Don't be silly. Peters makes a tackle. Still haven't got the ball yet. Bull can just angle it towards Hurtado there. But yeah, God forbid I get to keep the ball when I tackle. Am I right? Haha. Blanchard. Try to find Carlson. Ritz close it down. Feeney's going to get pressured here. And so is Schaefer. It's cleared. Peters could win that. I think it was the Arsenal player that won it, but it's fallen to a Hartlepool player, Blanchard, trying to find Taha Ali. Unsuccessful. Now Xavi Simons puts it to Vlahovic. It's gone the wrong centre-back, but Bull, thankfully, has enough ability to do something about it. Miranda will cover as well. I need to stop dilly-dallying here, but I want to try and get Sutherland, and I just don't know the best route to do that. Because if I try to do a crossfield ball, it won't go through. It'll just get cut out. Wilson. Oh my God. Do something. I don't know who the foul's for. I think it's probably for them, I would presume. Baldanzi coming on for Simmons. This Arsenal team is mad stacked, and how they're 8th is beyond me. Oh, for fucking... Nice, Martin. I feel like I've tackled and knocked on the ball so many times. Carlson to Blanchard. Wilson's got room. I don't know why he cancelled his run. Great save, Schaefer, man. I don't know if I touched that, but I wanted to leave it for a corner. If he just kept running rather than braking for a second, that might change the result of that shot. Regardless, it's a corner to Hartlepool United. 11 minutes left here at the Emirates. We're still a goal up, but by no means out of the woods. Ali tries one. It's blocked away by Tavares. Peters wins the header. Sutherland gets fouled. Another booking. It's going to be given this time to number 20, Danny Olmo. I knew it was him. I just wanted to double check while the name came up. Sutherland takes a lot of fucking shit, you know. If he gets injured too, I'm ending the series. I'm not going to stick to that because I'll probably get injured next game. I've said that, but free kick anyway to Hartlepool. It's quite a way out. We won't be shooting it. At least we won't be shooting it initially. I like my players and I like their free kick ability on occasions, but there is absolutely no way Juan Carlos Serrano bags this. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this off to Carlson. Try and find a way through. That's a perfect way through. Oh, Nuno. Good tackle. It was a great slide through to Taha Ali, who just wanted to stroke it to the bottom left. And Nuno Tavares, I've been talking shit on him being the right or the left back today for Arsenal. He's done very well there. We committed Martin, so I'm going to try and bring Peters across. I'm also going to try and bring Sutherland across as well. It's poor passing from Saka, and it could be counter now for Hartlepool United. Blanchard. Ali's got space. Ali has the moment. Ali has the chance. Ali has the finish. And that will secure 3 believing points. We bloody needed those, man. The way we've gone today. We needed those. Hurtado celebrating. Brilliant ball through by Blanchard, and Ali just slid it around. Schaefer committed, and Ali saw his opportunity. Around the goalkeeper with perfection. 2-0 Hartlepool, and that, even if they do get a late goal back, it might just be enough to see us through with a victory at the Emirates. That would be huge after losing to Bournemouth and to Newcastle at home. Maybe away is where our luck is. We still haven't lost away this season. We haven't lost on the road. We've only lost at home so far. Successive defeats. We've only lost at home. Wilson. Carlson. Blanchard to make it secure. Didn't catch that at all properly. I didn't want to lift it over. I flat fingered my left bumper, if truth be told. Excuse me, my voice is going. Let's get it back. Corner goes the way of Hartlepool, and I'm ready to just run that. I won't hold it in the corner, but I'm happy just to take my time with it. Oh, fuck it. Go on, Ali. Oh, good effort, Schaefer. Saka getting pressed by Sutherland. Wins that battle. But Kimi, I was going to try and cut in and cross. Didn't work, but it doesn't matter. That is a gargantuan 3 points after what we've gone through today. Is that a turnaround point? Is that the point where we say, right, let's take this fucking seriously? It hasn't been squeaky clean performances left, right and centre today. But what does matter is we've got a win over Arsenal, who are one of the biggest, well, not this season so far, but in general, one of the biggest competitors towards the title race. Last season they were anyway. And they nearly won it. Lost out on goal difference to Spurs last season. Blanchard and Ali with the goals. And Blanchard, of course, with the assist for the Ali goal as well. It was such a beautiful pass through. And Ali just took it as his pre-gen Mohamed Salah would have done. The Saka challenge. Can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, that was a yellow. I think I was trying to get him a red. I never succeeded, unfortunately. But let's look at the limbs then. The away limbs. Blanchard. I mean, Taha Ali was left in so much space by Tavares. He's had a good game as well. But he was just left in too much space. And he's not going to miss that. Not going to miss that. Just strokes it into the bottom left-hand corner. Keeper rushed out. Ali saw the gap. And the Emirates... not very happy. But I am very happy, and that's all that matters. We deserved it as well. We were always kind of dominant over them. They had their half chances, but we were always dominant over them. 2-0 was the scoreline in the end. 57 to 43 in terms of possession. 17 shots to 6. 4.2 expected goals, 0.8. Now, I like this team when they play like that. But the question remains, why can we do it against top teams, but not the bottom teams? It bewilders me. Maybe there's something I'm missing. What I do know is that we've done well there and we've put a fucking beating on Arsenal. 2-0 victory in the end. Man of the match goes to Aidan Sutherland. Back and forth like nobody's business today. Fantastic from the captain. An assist as well. A 9 rating from Sutherland. An 8 from Blanchard. A goal and an assist from the Frenchman, as we know. Good performances all around. Hurtado keeps a clean sheet. Didn't need to do much. But when like defences are on, and I'm getting the ball back when I should be, the goalkeeper doesn't have to do much. And even when the goalkeeper's calling to action, that's all I'm wanting. Just a couple of saves. If you concede 2 or 3, and you've got about 8 or 9 saves, then fair enough. I won't go too hard on you. But if you've had 8 shots, and you're conceding half of them, that's when it gets a bit silly. But everyone else, solid displays today. Ali off the bench with a goal, 7 rating. Nobody really outright bad. As for Arsenal, their best player was Joshua Feeney. I don't know how he's got to Arsenal, but he was their best player, and maybe that's how he got to Arsenal with that performance. A 7.7. Philip Schaefer with a 7.5. He's a regen. He got 12 shots, 10 saves, 2 conceded. It could have been a lot more today had it not been for him being Superman in between the sticks. And their attacking threats weren't really too much. Vlahovic had 1 shot that wasn't even on target. Who had their chances? I think it was more Martinelli and Saka, wasn't it? 2 shots from Martinelli that didn't find a target either. Tavares had a shot on target. Marino had a shot on target. Saka didn't have a shot. And Xavi Simons the other shot on target. It's a poor display from an Arsenal team that looks very, very good, to be honest with you. Some solid ratings around the park. Surprised they didn't use Lafont against me. Baldanzi got pushed up to striker, which is a interesting one. They've gone 4-2-4 in the end. They've caught the YSL bug. Or Youth Academy bug. But yeah, Schaefer, 12 shots, 10 saves. Probably the best player on Arsenal's team. Him and Feeney are the definite top 2, because Feeney was just throwing himself at everything and timing it to perfection. But their attack was not it today, and if they're going to try and climb up the table a bit, they'll need a bit more. But ultimately, that's what we needed. That's the antidote that we needed for the medicine that we took to lose those 2 games. 1-0 to Burnley over Nottingham Forest was the other scoreline at the same time as ours. I guess we'll see what happens the rest of the table once the games have happened. We're always confident about winning the game today. Yeah, we done brilliantly. Credit to both defenders as well. Was it Bol and Martin I used? They're my favourite 2 to use. I know I brought D'Oliveira, or De Oliveira. But my favourite 2 are definitely Martin and Bol. They seem to be the one that conceded the least goals as well. How is it difficult to beat Arsenal today? I mean, they were strong in defence. Feeney was incredibly a lot better than I thought. But the extra part is could have been a lot more for us as well, which gives me the confidence. Brand exposure, get 3 wins in cup matches. We can't do it in the Carabao Cup anymore. We're not going to sign the players in North America unless we absolutely have to. Probably won't sign the crucial players either, and I don't think we'll do the Youth Academy one. So this might be our last season in the job unless we get the treble. And Chavez wanted to play. He's a bit upset. We'll give him the game against Sporting anyway, so it's fine. Might cheer him up a bit. And what have we got next episode? Do we go into January, or is it not quite January territory? It's not quite January territory because we're in November. I thought we were in December, truth be told. If I'm being transparent, I thought we were in December. So after this, we'll have Palace, Burnley, Leipzig, Spurs, Leicester. Fucking hell, it's gonna be a packed episode. Rotation absolutely needed. And at the moment, I think I'm okay with keeping the strikers we've got. But obviously, still a couple episodes before the January transfer window opens. We've got Kamalo on loan. I don't really want to bring him in, as much as I like him. And Morgan just not good enough. I'm trying to get him on a loan now. I don't know if we've actually found him a loan yet. I guess we'll see, but at the moment, anyway, it's fine for now. But anyway, we'll go into this final game, get it played through, and we'll see what we look like in the coming episodes. But the final game of today then is back once again at Sporting, against Sporting. This time we'll be the home side, which is why I'm scared. We've only won away today. We've lost both home games. So fuck knows how this will go. I'm going to go with Hurtado in goal. He kept the clean sheet. But anyway, pre-match press conference. Let's just see what we've got to say. One win away from clinching qualification. Can we do it? Honestly, I hope so. With this team playing as they are at the moment, I genuinely don't know. Beaten 3-0 to start the episode. We should be able to... I don't know about 3-0 again, but we should be able to see it out. Get the dub. Come out the other side, smelling of roses. Worried about complacency. I'm not going to underestimate them after today. We've lost some very stupid games. We've actually lost this season now as well, finally. I have to cough to clear up my throat. Got a tickly cough, which is fun. It's not actually that bad, but I suppose when you're speaking for nearly 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours consecutively, it'll catch up on you. So before we get into this final game against Sporting, we will go and take a look at the news. Hartlepool are focused and ready, knowing 3 points against Sporting will secure their passage into the next round. A decent season so far for Hartlepool. Beating Sporting will guarantee a place in the Champions League round of 16. This week's top 11, Achille Blanchard involved in that, as well as Aidan Sutherland. For us, any players from Arsenal doesn't look like it, which explains everything, to be honest. Hartlepool keep clean sheet against Arsenal. A solid display from Hartlepool United's defence saw Shabalala's men keep a clean sheet against Arsenal and claim a 2-0 victory. Hartlepool stuck in a rut. Don't know about that, especially after we've just beaten Arsenal 2-0. Hartlepool United haven't been in the best of form over the last few games, but that isn't worrying Sutherland just yet. We haven't won as many games as we'd like recently, began the Hartlepool captain, but we've got to remember back to our better performances in the past and replicate those victories now. Norwich lost to Chelsea 1-0, which means Chelsea probably out the relegation zone, which is quite funny that we're even in it. And Evan Ferguson gets the Player of the Month award for Nottingham Forest for October. I disagree. It should be for Alisson, but maybe he's done well. I don't know. Does look like a good talent at this time in career mode, so fair enough. As you can see, the Irishman is popping off. October Player of the Month award for Evan Ferguson. Of course, nominees, if you don't remember, Ferreira from Nottingham Forest, Volpato for Fulham, Alisson from Manchester City, and Ferguson himself for the Tree team as well. Apparently been offered from Iceland. We did get an offer from Iceland, but I ignored it. I don't really want an international management offer. I think everything else we've either read before or we don't care about. So we'll get into this final game then against Sporting. That's how the group looks just now. We should be able to see it over the line, but with this team, I just don't know. Resting Sutherland, of course. That's actually what we'll do. We'll go to second team sheet and just put Moffat in. De Oliveira will come back in as well. He's not two. I don't think he's had 2 of the games in the past. Wait, he hasn't had the past 2 games. God's sake. I can speak English. I don't know why I can't say words sometimes. My brain just doesn't function apparently. Which is news to nobody. We know my brain doesn't function. Maresca will get another run out. He scored past him last time, so why not? Not incredibly happy being a cam. Taha Ali gets the start over Roberts for his heroics in that last game. And we'll give a start to Young as well, I think. Or do we give it to... Fuck it! We'll give it to Lindgren. And Young goes on the bench. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Looks like a mighty fine team to me. Except we're going to bring Sutherland off completely and put Miranda on the bench. And we're going to give Moffat captaincy. So that is going to be the team that faces Sporting for the final game of today. Let's just get through it and we'll see where we're at. Are we going to win? Are we going to lose? I don't know. And at this point, I don't really care because we should be able to get through this group anyway. But I don't know what went on with those other 2 games today. So we'll try and get back on track and try and get back in a positive mindset rather than just be upset about what we've lost today. Hurtado in between the sticks. Moffat, left back and captain. Dickinson, right back. Chavez and De Oliveira, the centre backs. Diop CDM/centre mid. Maresca, centre mid/cam. Lindgren off the left. Ali off the right. Bear with me. Carlson and Carpenter, the strikers. I need to reply to a text, but I'll do it in a second when we load in. As for them, I think it's a similar team to the last time around as well. So Barcelona and Napoli, the only other game going on at the same time. So for the final game of today's episode at Victoria Park is Hartlepool versus Sporting. Right. I mean, it'd be good to end on a win, but I don't really know what to expect. Sorry, I was just responding to some texts. Quite important for change. Fourth time we've walked out to that illustrious music in this competition, and we are 3 out of 3 in terms of victories over everyone in our group. A 4-2 win over Leipzig, a 4-2 win over Basel, and a 3-0 win over tonight's opponents, Sporting. Now they come to the backyard at Victoria Park. We struggled a bit recently, so will they be looking to try and upset us, or will they be the ones left upset when we pretty much eliminate them from contention? Leipzig could beat Basel and be the other team to go through. As we kick off proceedings, the home form not at its best, but Champions League form is intact. It's 100% win rate. Lost today to Bournemouth and Newcastle at the Homestead. Bournemouth in the Premier League through dubious circumstances, in my opinion, a 4-2 loss. And then in the Carabao Cup to Newcastle, 5-2, which we just outclassed left, right and centre, to be honest with you. The defence did well. It was a lot down to the goalkeeper when the defence couldn't get everything, but in the end they were the better team ultimately, and they've advanced to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Again, if I have to take a loss in any competition, it's that one, but I would rather have got as many titles as possible than what could be the final game of the season, or the final season of this career mode. Carlson tried to find Lindgren to make a run through there. Unfortunate. Lindgren's another big risk. We tried him against our team today. I can't remember which one it was. I want to say it was Bournemouth. Good tackle and offside against Pedro Porro. So me getting the ball back it'll give me a reward eventually, just not off the initial tackle, which I guess is good. In Portugal, it was 0-0 until half-time, and then we opened the floodgates. Second half ended up being 3-0 victors. Will it be a similar story today? Lindgren into Carlson. Gets turned around by Sotiris. I was hoping, well, not hoping, but more expecting Maresca to make a run in, like Serrano usually would. He did not make said run. Now he is, and now he's in, and he nearly scores past Werner. So used to Serrano making all his attacking runs that when the other player who isn't Serrano that plays there, of course, Fernando Maresca comes in, I expect him to also make the runs. And when he doesn't, I'm like, excuse me? Because I'm so used to Serrano doing those runs now. Ali to Lindgren. Edge of the box, Maresca. Inside to Lindgren again. Turns his man. Has Carpenter right there. Not bad. It's not bad. There's two defenders right there. He did what he could. Maybe could have played it in one more to Jesper Karlsson. I only saw him late there. Not a bad effort. Lashed it a little bit there, Luca Carpenter. Still our top scorer technically in all competitions. I think it's joint actually with Blanchard. But still, the point stands. Player to watch as well. Carpenter takes the ball there. There's a foul. I'm not sure which way it's gone. I think it's gone Sporting's way. Ball launched by Malik. Carlson. Now Lindgren. Spots Carpenter. Let's close down quickly because we know what he's capable of. Carlson though. It's a good save. Falls to Carpenter. Oh my god. I couldn't take a shot with Carpenter because there was a defender in the way. So I passed it to Ali, and Werner's just made one of the most improbable saves I've seen in a while. Somehow it's still 0-0 at Victoria Park. I'm not entirely sure how, but it is. Ali with the cross. Diop the target. Maresca takes it down, bangs one. Off target. Jose Marsa keeps it in though. Diop can't win the header over Kiergaard and can't get the ball back just initially. And he's on the chase of Pedro Porro. Sporting will get out of trouble. How have we not fucking scored? I don't get it. Now it could be Sporting. Gomez is on. Pedro Porro inside to Kiergaard. Hurtado equal to it. It's his first action of the day. Sporting, good offense there. I thought Chavez could get across, but Kiergaard had already released the trigger, or pulled the trigger, I should say. Wouldn't have released the trigger, would he? I suppose technically you're releasing the trigger after you pull it, but the point is he's taking the shot. It's a good save from Hurtado. Don't need to go into graphics details about guns, do we? Probably not the way to go about things. Ball in towards Carpenter, who's the one that has to header it, despite being 5'6", but it does mean Maresca can get a run going here. I should have launched it off, but I didn't know if he had men on him. Good save again by Hurtado. Another long shot attempt from Sporting. Dickinson will bring it clear. I'm going to try and launch this all the way to Lindgren. Porro. Again, Lindgren's had 2 games where he's been put up against world-class right-backs. Porro's probably one of the highest rated in the game now. He went up against Trent when we played Bournemouth. It's at the deep end for him, I'll tell you that much. Ali. Effort straight at Werner. Good tackle initially. De Oliveira intercepts the pass. Carlson, Porro's that position. This could be Lindgren's opportunity to find something for himself, to find something for Hartlepool. He's going to cut in and play it off to Luca Carpenter, who hits the fucking woodwork. I hate this game. And Dickinson can't get the ball. Initially, he does get it back though. Dickinson, put it in the middle, and it's Taha Ali. Why aren't we, how aren't we winning? Werner's been majestic in between the sticks. But even when he's beaten, the post comes to his fucking rescue. Oh, mate, I tell you. Ali goes short. Maresca, edge of the area. Heavy, very heavy. I like those from the edge of the area, but not when they go like that. I don't understand how we're not a goal up. Chavez intercepts. I was definitely paying attention. Definitely wasn't looking at something on my phone. I'm honestly just trying to make sure the stream's fucking going alright because I'm getting audio issues. But, oh, okay, right. What the fuck? Kiergaard gets his header caught, but I don't know how Dickinson's gone like that. Moffat and Lindgren get around Porro. Inside is Carlson. One more is Carpenter. And then further on is Maresca to make it 1-0. It's blocked. Carpenter. I tried to karate kick the keeper. Would not be the approach. But when you're 5'6", you can't really do much else. Diop, Maresca. Carlson. Try to find Carpenter through. It might be 0-0 again at halftime, but I'm in more disbelief with this one because in the opposing tie, neither team really looked like they could score first half. In this one, we've done everything but. We have been rampant and yet still failed to have a goal on our side here. Lindgren. Gonna knock it back to Moffat. He's gonna try and cross it. Ali's the recipient. Takes it on, takes it in, takes it off. Oh, fucking have it. I deserve that. I deserve a bit of luck. We hit the woodwork for the second time, but it's going to be put into an empty net by Luca Carpenter, who seems to be our fucking main source of goals. Him and Blanchard at the moment. Carlson as well. I mean, they've all been really good. But Carpenter, talk about a redemption arc. First goal, I believe, in the Champions League. He's had 4 appearances, so I must have put him on for some minutes in every game. I think they're all sub appearances. Maybe I'm just completely wrong and I'm an idiot and I probably started him in a game and forgot. Who knows? We won the lap as we deserve to be. For the love of God, it should be more. But the fact that we're in the lead is enough for me just now. Take the goal lead into the break, potentially a second one if we can get the move going quick enough. Ah, it's cut out. My point is, we should be destroying, and we're not quite there yet. I mean, we're in the lead, but how it's only 1-0 is a marvel, to be honest. 1-0 to Barcelona over Napoli in the other game that's happening alongside ours. Borussia Dortmund, Stade Rennes, Sevilla and Galatasaray, Munich and Rangers, as in Bayern Munich, just for reference, obviously. I don't know if you knew who it was. Rangers as well. PSG, RB Salzburg, Leverkusen, Lech Poznan, and Leipzig and Basel will all be played later. Taking a look at the stats then. How it's only 1-0 again, I don't know. We had 6 shots on target have been saved, 3 off target of course, but 3 blocked. And I'm guessing the crossbars and post, or both I think it was both posts now been hit, counters off target too. It's madness. 59 to 41 in terms of possession, 12 shots to 3, 4.5 expected goals to 0.3. We've been dominant. And we've only got a slender lead to show for it. I don't know how it's not more. I really don't. Douglas Moffat trying to close it down. If they fucking equalise, I'm going to be vexed, by the way. I mean, fair enough, I guess. But fucking hell, Arthur, calm down, mate. Why am I gonna... What? That's the first... I think that's the first time in the whole 9-season history of this career mode that they've highlighted a player not at half-time, like just randomly. Navarro's fouled De Oliveira apparently there. I mean, he didn't. I just didn't pass it in time, but that's beside the point. I don't know. De Oliveira into Fernando Dickinson. Ali now going to make the initial move. Maresca can't get the ball out to Dickinson, who tried to make the overlapping run. And now we could be in trubs. We've got Palace next, and I don't know. We're at home, so we'll probably lose. Pretty sure they were the other newly promoted side, but I could be wrong. Lingering to Moffat. Would like Lingering to make a run, but a heavy touch kind of put him at position. Now Moffat making an overlap. I can't turn in time. Pedro bloody Porro, will you just go away? I suppose if he went away, he'd be going to Spurs. That'd be even worse because I'm playing in the Premier League. Move off, mate. Try to tackle me. Moffat's had enough. He's got taking business into his own hands. It's going to be rebounded to Lingering. Why have you passed that on your left foot? I get you're left-footed, but plug a brain cell in. Read the room, as they say. I guess my centre-back's just going to commit across. Might as well just join in. De Oliveira, good job. Gets out of danger there. Ali should have the pace over Nazinho, but what's the next step? Getting tackled by Quaresma, apparently. I forget they have a 5-back. I think they have a 5-back. They started as a 5-back, I believe. Ball inside. Navarro. Not really enough to scare anybody. Sporting trying to get back into this game. Oh, it's only a 1-0 deficit. So they could be on the potential verge of getting back into it. We're going to make some changes because I'm getting pissed off. Lingering, again, it's probably a dumb game to give him against Pedro Porro, of all people. And maybe need to try and judge where he could come in better next time. Serrano comes in from Maresca, and we'll leave it for now. Don't mind the strikers at the moment. Carpenter's put the ball in the net, so he automatically gets brownie points. Carson's been active. Chavez takes that down and clears it away. Chavez is one of the more composed defenders. And as much as he was somewhat shaky last season, he's gone under the radar this season how good he's been. Carson tries it in the near post. I keep forgetting he's left-footed. I even checked it this episode as well. Young to put the ball in after he just come on. Chavez the target to knock it down. Oh, getting ready to shoot, and it didn't ever come to the target, and now problem. Solution is Dickinson because he's fucking good, man. Tell you. Fatawa Isahaka could have got through there, but Dickinson closes it down. Now Taha Ali taking it the other way for Hartlepool. Serrano, Carlson. Really thought I was 2-0, you know. Smooth flowing attack, just the wrong side of the post. It should be more than one for us, to be honest with you, but it's our own fault if we fuck this up. Because we haven't taken the chances we've had millions of today. Young, knocking it back to Chavez. Now Diop. Carlson. Young just gets a little tap through, which is fine. We'll take the corner. Porro with the tackle. Change for Sporting as Alexandropoulos comes off for Asugo. We'll go short with this one. I'm going to try and mix up the corners a bit rather than just going for the biggest fucking head in the box. Oh, God. Ali! I was concerned that Diop was going to get the ball enough to take a shot on, but then I realised, I think Ali had the same concern. He's like, Diop's not going to shoot that. Just didn't pass it properly. Counter-attack for Sporting could result in the goal here if we're not careful. Good save for Tado. That was smart movement by Sporting. Taha Ali nearly played us into trouble. I'm going to be honest with you. That would not have been ideal, to say the least. Ball in. Ali is not going to jump, but he's going to head it away. Fine, it's enough for me. It's around to Carpenter. Oh, you fucking... What's not that back into the path? Still could happen. Serrano. Carpenter. He's through. That'll seal the deal. I don't know what's changed between last year and this one. And I don't care. But long may it continue with this rich vein of form that Carpenter is in. There is absolutely next to no reason why I should have fucking... absolutely no reason why I should have kept Carpenter on after last season. Absolutely no reason. He was average at best. But my God, what a transformation. What a turnaround. I don't know about the rest of his play. Probably still not what it could be. But he's scoring goals, and that's all I really want from him. 2-0 up. Both from Luka. I believe now. I've got hiccups, that's what I believe. But also, Carpenter's a solo top scorer now. Vinagre, tackle by Moffat, who's again put a shift in, but just doesn't seem to get the just rewards for his shift. Diop's an idiot. Good save, Hurtado. I need to... It's not really Diop, it's more me. I need to realise that Diop can't do that kind of shit like Peters can. Diop isn't that nimble DM that can just do anything. He just tackles and is a brick. He tackles and heads the ball, that's it. He's a brick in the defence. That's about it. Hurtado equal to it again. He doesn't have any agility. He doesn't have any passing ability. Well, he does, but for whatever reason he doesn't. If that makes sense. His passing stats are quite high, but he can't pass a parcel. With Peters, he can do pretty much everything. But I ain't cutting Diop out of the fucking squad completely, because he's been here for so long. Don't know who headed it, but counter's on. Serrano. Carpenter. Serrano, can we play through again? It's a shit pass, to be honest with you. Without being too mean. Young. Serrano. Wrong foot. And the fact that the keeper came out so quickly kind of ruined my plans there. Moffat. Diop. Ah, you dick. I need to stop calling people dicks when they just tackle me quite fairly. But it's annoying. I've got a plan going. Oh, go on, De Oliveira. Slammed him to the ground, but his teammate's on backup duty. Oh, Christ. We've got a set back up position now. Oh, we've got two set back up position now. Good save for Tado again. Yeah, set back decision making there was piss poor. That's alright, though. It's not the end of the world. For Tabu with the corner. To deliver it in for Sporting. It's headed away again. Counter again, perhaps. No, Serrano's lost the ball, so not counter again, perhaps. Blocked by Young. Don't. Oh, no. Fought around too fast there, took out play. We've ended up getting the throw in for ourselves. I'm going to give this to whoever and then just boot it, Miles. Fucking have it. Okay, didn't boot Miles. Whatever. We beat Sporting again, and that should seal qualification to the Champions League knockouts. I think we are through, but if Leipzig have won, we're still going to have to put a bit more effort in to finish top. Luca Carpenter, again, the redemption arc continues. I wonder if it's going to be the title of the episode around him, perhaps, today. I'm wondering which way to go with the title, whether we go for our first loss this season, I don't really want to spoil it, or whether we go for Carpenter just being an all-out goal machine, continuing that fucking run of just unbelievable goal scoring, to be honest with you. Looking at the stats, we should have won by quite a few more, but they did come back into the game a little bit, and Hurtado had to be ready for stuff. He had to be active. 56 to 44 in terms of possession, 16 shots to 10. 5.3 expected goals to 1.8, a triple of triple. 3 times the expected goals for us as it was for Sporting, so it was always going to be our day. But second half they got a bit more wise and went for it a bit more. Man of the match goes to Luca Carpenter with a brace and an 8.4, but special praise to George Dickinson. An absolute brick shithouse of a right back. And there's honestly, if he could grow in potential, there's a chance he could probably come in ahead of Miranda. They're both very good. I don't have an issue with any of our back four, to be honest with you. Hurtado as well. Just dropped my phone. Hurtado as well with a clean sheet and an 8 rating. He was on it today at 9 shots, 9 saves, thank God. None of them were really particularly too challenging, I don't think, for a keeper of his level on his day. But he did well, Young coming on, 7.8. The fact that he only had about 30 minutes and still got 7.8 shows how influencing he was to the play. Just couldn't find an extra goal. And then Serrano came on very, very late, got the assist, 6.1 for Carpenter's goals. There was another, oh no there wasn't because it rebounded off the crossbar, there wasn't another assist. As for Sporting, Pedro Porro, 8.3, their best player by a mile. Couldn't get through on that left hand side at all. Had to always cut around him or cut inside or just get away from him. Kierkegaard, Fatawu, Isahaku tried to get them back into the game, but it was always, I mean, I can't say it was always going to be our game, to be honest, because it felt like on occasion we just weren't going to bloody score shit. Again with the depth of Sporting, once it comes to the transfer window, they're going to need to invest in it. It's not an incredible side, and I could see why they wouldn't get through. Kierkegaard with 5 shots, he was shooting for fun. Porro got 2 from right wing back, but in the end, we do come out victorious. And I was about to watch the match highlights. I remembered it was only a brace for Carpenter rather than Tree. I just want to check what Werner did actually in between their sticks. Where is he? I meant to check it. Am I blind? Oh, it's in position order. 9 shots, 7 saves, 2 conceded. Deserves a bit more than a 6.9, but maybe I'm biased. Let's go to the post-match interview. Barcelona beat Napoli 3-0. We've got 1 foot into the knockout stages. In fact, I think we've got both feet into the knockout stages, but if we want to go through top, we're going to need 1 more result. Yeah, secure qualification. Augers. I'm wondering if... Nah, I was thinking maybe doing that as the title, but don't want to spoil. I think it's probably quite obvious it'll get out of that group anyway without needing to spoil the title or anything like that. Great win and a great performance from Carpenter. Yeah, on it as always. He has been a revelation in these trying times where you don't know if Rodriguez is going to be here or not here. Carpenter has been here, and Carpenter is on here, scoring 90% of the time. Maybe not 90% of the time. We'll have to check the maths on that one. Have you got the edge on them now? I would say so, yeah. We've beaten him twice. We don't have to play him again. Probably, anyway. It depends on how Leipzig are doing, and Basel. If they come through second, we may have a chance of facing them towards the quarterfinal area. Inbox, we've got 7. Why have we got 7? Oh, yeah. Yeah. More players coming through off the scouting for season 2, from the season 2 reports. The one I care about the most is Jean-Paul Sarr. We might have yet a sensational return. I think he's still 74. But yeah, maybe we'll bring him back just because. You know, just because. Probably not, actually. I probably shouldn't do that. I can't probably bring players back just because. And another one as well. Jackson Barlow, season 2. We sold him, obviously, in the summer. I'm regretting that, to be honest with you. I'm wondering whether we bring him back. But again, he wouldn't do anything. We don't need him. There's names I want here to be part of this journey. But realistically, we shouldn't bring him back. Players on international duty, we have got Felix Chavez for Spain, Billy Bull, George Higgins, Luca Carpenter for England, Achille Blanchard for France, Jesper Karlsson for Sweden, Nicholas Nielsen for Denmark, Douglas Moffat for Scotland, as well as Aidan Sutherland and Duncan Wilson, Ethan Roberts for Wales, and Juan Carlos Serrano for Argentina. And I just did the loan offer. I don't think I even said it out loud, but we're going to be hopefully loaning Aidan Morgan to Villarreal's B team. I think I just accepted it and didn't say a word, but that was what I was doing there. So, I mean, it's a mixed bag of an episode. It could have gone worse, but it could have gone better. I think if we beat Bournemouth, I would have been happier. But again, the first loss was always going to happen. It was just a matter of when, where, and who. Taking a look at the table, though, we are currently sat in second. Manchester City still undefeated. I don't know when they're going to be defeated. Hopefully when we play them, but even then, there's no guarantee that could happen. But Hartlepool in second, Spurs and Manchester United complete the top 4 just now. Nottingham Forest in 5th. Liverpool doing a bit better than last season anyway. Not in a relegation battle just yet. They're in 6th. Arsenal down in 11th. Newcastle in 13th. Chelsea back out of the relegation zone in 17th. And the relegation zone at the end of episode 4 is Southampton, Crystal Palace and Norwich. As we look at the FA Cup, I don't know if the third round's been drawn yet. Nope, still round 1. Come on, lads. Carabao Cup anyway. The quarterfinals look like this: Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest, Preston versus Bournemouth, Peterborough versus Manchester United, and Newcastle versus Arsenal. So it would have just gotten more difficult had we progressed, as we would have faced Arsenal in that quarterfinal. And honestly, I don't think we won a Carabao Cup all career mode, and I really don't care to either. Super Cup was on by Napoli for anyone interested. Champions League, we're topping our group at the moment. I just want to see what... Did Leipzig and Basel draw? Wait, did Basel beat Leipzig? Oi, we're already qualified. And we've already got top spot. I don't know what's going on in this group, but I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. It's a good start to the group. And the last 2 games don't even matter. We'll do whatever we want against these last two games. I'd like to go 6 out of 6, but... Or even if we don't, it's not a big deal. We're already through. We're already top 8 points clear after just 4 games. We've got Leipzig away next episode. So next episode, we've got Crystal Palace to kick off proceedings at Victoria Park. We'll travel to Turf Moor 15 days later before going to Germany to take on Leipzig in a game that doesn't matter anymore. We come back home to face Spurs. I'm excited to lose that like 9-1 probably. And then we go to face Leicester at the King Power. Bogey team, but maybe not as much recently. So it's an interesting episode next time around. Taking a look at the player stats then. Carpenter, 9 out of 10. So yeah, 90% is the return, at least in the Premier League anyway. 90% of the games he's scored in. Fati with 8 in 10 for Spurs. Blanchard with 8 in 10 for Hartlepool. Abraham with 6 and 9 for Spurs. And a few other players on 6 as well. Volpato, Lewis Potter, Serrano in there as well, and Reyes, who cheating bastard got a hat trick past us today. I'm definitely not mad. Is anyone else involved for Hartlepool? No. Take a look at the assists. 7 for Blanchard in the Premier League, 5 for Carpenter as well. We've got 4 for Brandt, 4 for Kuhl, and 4 for Carlson as well. Wilson and Serrano both in there with 3. And I believe that is it for here. And then looking at the clean sheets, Alisson's just running off with the golden glove. He's just ran off. He's just had enough, saying, peace, I'm out of here. See you later. He's got 7. DeVoe and Ederson have got 4 each as well. As we look at us, we got 1 clean sheet for each goalkeeper. Nielsen has 1 and Hurtado has 1. It's taken a little bit longer for Hurtado to get his, but his was more impressive as it came against Arsenal. So it's kind of a 50-50 on who I'm still using in the net. I think I'm probably still going to stick with Hurtado for now. But not really. I don't really know. But look at that for Burnley. Ojeda for Burnley. 3 games, 3 clean sheets. Pop off, mate. Honestly, who is he? Is he just a clean? Does he just keep clean sheets? Is he a clean sheet machine? I don't know who it is. It won't be Lewis, surely. It's got to be Bruno. Bruno Ojeda. He's got fucking. We'll keep an eye on him because he's got 3 clean sheets out of 3. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up the episode. At least for gameplay anyway. We'll take a look through Squad Hub stats and news. And then I've got to dash quite quickly, so I'm kind of trying to wrap this up quite quick. Taking a look at the appearances then. Most appearances is Luca Carpenter, for good fucking reason as well. He is on it this season, and I'm so glad he is. I'm so glad we don't have to replace him. 15 appearances, 14 for Blanchard, 13 for Serrano, 12 each for Sutherland, Peters, Wilson and Young as well. 11 for Carlson, quite a few for other players as well. Top goal scorer goes to Luca Carpenter with 12 in 15. It's a mad return. It's not quite 90% in all competitions. It's actually 80%. But in the Premier League, it's 90%. We're going with that. Achille Blanchard, 9 goals. Juan Carlos Serrano, 7 goals from midfield. 6 for Rodriguez, despite the fact that he's only played 6 games and probably will only play 6 games. We'll see how it goes later on in the save. I'm still fucking mad, fuming that he's got an ACL injury. 5 for Carlson, 3 for Wilson, 3 for Ali, 1 each for Roberts, Young and Maresca. Diop getting 1 as well today. Forgot about that. Lindgren. When did he score? Carabao Cup. Makes sense. 8 assists for Blanchard as he takes the assist lead at the moment. 6 for Carpenter, 6 for Carlson, 5 for Serrano, 5 for Wilson, 4 for Roberts, who we need some more numbers out of. We got some today, but we'll need some more overall. 3 for Peters, 3 for Rodriguez, 2 for Sutherland, 2 for Young, 2 for Maresca, 1 for Moffat, 1 for Lindgren as well. So that is how the statistics are looking. George Dickinson gets the most clean sheets for us, so maybe we play him a bit more. We'll see on that prospect as well. And taking a look at loan growth. How are we looking in terms of loan growth, boys? Sabello and Corsi up 1, Jasper Wheeler up 1, Louis Myers up 2, Reece McGregor up 1. We've got Potlaco Kamalo up 7. I'm surprised McGregor's even playing for Barcelona, to be honest, as well, just to cover that. And Christopher Olsen hasn't gone up yet. I don't think there's anybody else on loan just now. But there will be in January. So we'll end it off then with a look at the news. And I will see you guys probably Thursday. Unless things go horribly wrong. Carpenter nets braces. Hartlepool beat Sporting. Carpenter was in superb form for Hartlepool United. Scored twice and helped his side to a 2-0 win against Sporting CP. 3-1 to Michelando over Voluntari. Don't really care. Allen got 4. Jerome Allen for Sturmgratz put 4 in the back of somebody's net. Again, I'm not really too fussed. Feyenoord lost to Athens. Villarreal beat FCU 1948. Besiktas beat Wolves. That's quite funny. Fuck Wolves. Am I right? I'm always right. Pino got a hat-trick as well for Milan over Antwerp. Oh, shame. Hartlepool tied up spot in Champions League knockouts. Hartlepool cruised into the UEFA Champions League knockout stage with 2 games to spare after a 2-0 triumph over Sporting. And Hartlepool have triumphed in their latest tie in this year's Champions League. In a tense match, always looked stronger. The favourites always looked stronger of the 2 teams. They pulled off a 2-0 victory over Sporting, who, having done so well to make this far in the competition, looked understandably distraught at the final whistle. It's just giving the same spiel as when we beat them 3-0. Fair enough. But I think we're set otherwise, and we shall leave it there. Just a reminder as well, what we've done this episode. Actually, I forgot to do that. We kicked off against Sporting, beat them 3-0, lost 4-2 to Bournemouth. I'm not going back onto that game. I'm not dwelling on it because there's no point. Excuse me. Cough caught me by surprise there. A 5-2 loss to Newcastle in the Carabao Cup again. I don't know. Bloody goalkeepers. We'll just say goalkeepers. But we've got 2 clean sheets from our last 2 games. 2-0 win over Arsenal at the Emirates, and then we beat Sporting 2-0 as well. So not too bad to end a weird episode. Up next, for next episode, once again to refresh your memory, Crystal Palace at Victoria Park, away at Turf Moor, out to the Red Bull Arena to face Leipzig. We then come back to Victoria Park to face Tottenham Hotspur before we go to the King Power to take on Leicester. And then for episode 6, I think will be, or 5, the episode after that anyway, will be Brentford, Basel, Brighton, Liverpool, and Nottingham Forest. And then just before we get to January, we've got the big one, the big boys at the moment. I don't know how the table will look come the end of December, but it might be a top of the table clash still. So I guess we'll see what we're looking at by then. Then we'll head into January. Not only will we have one Manchester team in that episode, we'll have the other one as well. So it's not going to get any easier with the lack of Rodriguez. I think attacking-wise we're fine. We've still got 2 episodes before January to figure out if we want to get another striker in. But at the moment, I'm leaning towards us being fine without one. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode anyway. I'm going to try and get some more Where Are They Now stuff done. So if you see a lot more scout reports coming over before the next episode, I apologise. Yeah, it's just trying to figure out how to do all this and get it all done, really. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. And I will catch you probably on Thursday. Take care and peace.